This version of It's Eric Nagel has been modified from its original broadcast. Content has been edited to fit this platform.
Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Are you ready? I said, are you
ready? It's Eric Nagel. And it starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen of the universe, the next voice you hear, it's Eric Nagel.
And thank you, Scott Shannon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. I am Eric Nagel, and joining me, as always, from the frozen tundra known as Arizona, say hello to Jordan.
Hi, everybody.
I'm amazed this is working right now. Well, when we're almost there, there we go. Touched nothing. Every week, touch nothing. Turn it on. Everything changes.
We spent 20 minutes just dealing with audio.
Microphones it's been a whole thing, but they don't care about that. They're barely here as it is. We can't just drive away the few people that did hang around for this ongoing dumpster fire. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, I can never get it right. That way over there, do us a kindness. Leave us, I can't think you do a review over on iHeart, but you can put us in the number one position on the presets. We're told it means something. If you're on Apple and you're on Spotify, you can go over there and do us a kindness, leave us a positive review. It does help out the program. I'm having a hell of a time, by the way. People have been telling me we left reviews on Spotify because you can do that now. You can put text reviews.
Interesting.
For the show. I can't find the option, and I'm going online. I'm reading through Spotify's instructions. It's not giving me the option to see it. So apparently people are leaving it. I can't find them. So hopefully they're good. I'm going to have to just take you on your word that you did something nice for us while we still try to figure all that out. If you can't be doing the audio stuff and you want to join us live each and every week as we do the show here on YouTube and on Twitch are the live rooms all under It's Eric Nagel. And if you can't do that and you just want to watch it whenever you got the time, that's fine. We appreciate it. Go over to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, do all those fun things. It's free for the time being, and you can check everything out. Oh, we do have to thank everybody. Another milestone. We broke 4,700 people subscribed on the YouTube channel. Now, I know a lot of other channels have way more than that, but all things considered, I am very happy, and I couldn't be more touched that people are watching this nonsense. So thank you for going over and subscribe. If you're listening on the radio feeds, the podcast feeds, and you haven't done so yet, whenever you get a chance, go over to YouTube or over to Twitch, hit the follow button, hit the like. We're pushing YouTube, but we have to say it because I just learned this too. You can't promote other properties on Twitch without mentioning Twitch. So if we just ignored Twitch altogether while we were doing this stuff here, eventually it could just get flagged or taken down or something like that. Twitch is a fickle bitch. But the YouTube channel and Twitch, you can go over there, like and subscribe, follow all the videos. Everything's doing good. We're on the way to 10,000 on the Nerdrotic interview.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that was a good show. I mean, we've been hitting some high numbers on some of these edited videos, which you've been putting out, which has been great. So yeah, definitely go check those out. Yeah, no, very, very excited about seeing those numbers creep up there. You getting the little daily updates from you. I know you're excited. Yeah,
it's been.
You even told me you're like, look, I'm not used to people liking us. I'm like, hey, look, take it. Just take it when you can get it. So
I know I'm just as surprised as you in the way that the media world is collapsing all around us, and not just because of radio's incompetence. Now there's other things afoot as far as the FCC stepping in again. When was the last time the FCC did anything? Now all of a sudden they're like, we're worried about the content. We'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, so now shows are being removed even more. Networks are balking on a lot of deals and contracts and what have you. So we're lucky to have what we have, that we have it.
Right.
If that is even a thing. I see people piling into the chat here. Hello, everybody. Casey, hello. I saw Preston C was in there for a little bit. Internet superstar Hellraiser 69 is in here saying, sup, nerds. Game recognized game, my friend. Hello, how are you? Our pal Chris Subdivisions. Is it Eric Nagel? I'm not so sure. Someone poke him. It could be a hologram. Ow. No, I'm real.
He's going to be playing Coachella soon.
Man, if I was a hologram, I would just flip to that. Remember when Snoop rapped with Tupac?
Oh yeah.
I would just be the Tupac hologram here doing this nonsense.
No, at some point we'll do a show strictly looking like Max Headroom.
Right.
It'd be great.
Old Restless. Hello, sir. How are you? We got a lot to get to today. We've got, we're going to talk about the Kimmel stuff and the FCC pending rulings and all this. That's just a whole other world of shit for not just like the free speech stuff, but just media in general. It's just getting worse and worse as it is. Oh, by the way, this guy in the chat here, annoyed Wawa supervisor, broadcast professional Eric Nagel. Now, I know this guy. He goes into he's a regular in another show, that Steel Toe show.
Okay.
If this is even the same guy. Somebody sent me a clip and I said, why would I play this about this guy? Because it's Aaron, but whatever. I have it here. I was like, all right, we'll give it a 1-off. Let's see.
Annoyed Wawa supervisor.
Here we go. I think that was too low. But anytime he's in the chat now, we'll just play that and not contribute to any kind of goal or any of that kind of stuff. In fact, we are going to go and do that thing that I think PayPal and Venmo has where you can request to have the money taken back. You know that feature? So
that's a pretty good feature.
That would be really funny if people on Aaron's show, because you have a certain amount of time. I forgot what the time. I was looking into it. I didn't realize this was a thing until recently. But there's a certain amount of time. If you make a payment to somebody, right, or a gift or whatever, as long as it's not a bit, because you can do like a business payment.
Right. There's two different options, and one of them like taxes one of them, and the other one doesn't.
And I see like my nieces and nephews and all stuff, and I'm seeing, they put emojis for what they're paying their friends for, and it's like, oh, they went for pizza. This is a haircut. This is nonsense, right? You can, if you accidentally send the wrong amount, you can hit a button and then it takes it back.
Interesting. I didn't know
that you can correct that, or you can say, oh, I didn't mean that. Send that to you. Can you please? If they did that in Aaron's show where he's begging for 3 hours to hit his goal and people were just putting through there and you have that feature, it's like, oh, he's like, we're about $10 away from the goal.
Everybody, it all away.
You just see all the money coming back and the goal goes back up. It's like, what the fuck happened?
Oh my God. That would be a fun bit.
All thanks to
annoyed Wawa supervisor.
All because of him. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun. That's fun.
Right.
I didn't know you could do that.
To a show that actually does things. Much to the dismay of a lot of people, we actually do things here. We've got a lot to talk about. We are late today. The radio audience here is the next day, so it doesn't matter. As long as they get it on time, they're fine. We're late today for the live stream. Bunch of tech stuff issues. 2 videos that I thought I had saved the edits. I wound up deleting the edits and kept the raw files. And I went, oh crap, I had to go back into the sessions and I had saved and render them so that we had them there. And then I forgot that I had my kids meet the teacher thing today. And with like 2.5 hours before we have to do the show, I called Jordan in a panic. I'm like, if I can't do the show tonight, can we do it tomorrow? Are you available with your schedule? Can we get this done? And we're trying to work things out. And he's got stuff with his kid tomorrow. So I felt bad. I was like, all right, I'll make this happen. I was just told I was getting ready to do something. Where are you going? I'm going to go do this. You got to go in an hour. What? For what? You got to meet the kid's teacher. Damn it. So that took up all the time. Here's what they did different than last year. Different grade levels had meet the teacher on different nights.
Yeah.
This year, the school district had every grade, every teacher have it at the same time, all the schools in the district.
Ew.
Every school in the district, all the elementary schools, the special ed schools, the preschools, I don't know if they have a junior high or middle school in this district, whatever, the high school, all of that stuff, everybody at the same time. This place was mobbed, like traffic everywhere. So
they had it in one location, not like each school had their own thing. So like traffic was crazy. They just plopped everybody in the gym.
Had their thing tonight. Every grade in every school for the district.
Gotcha.
So every parent in the neighborhood is out trying to get there. And there's limited parking around these schools. It's not like there's a big parking lot you can go where the teachers park, the parents can park, visitors, whatever. There's a limited parking lot for faculty, a even smaller parking lot for visitors, And then you have to try to get street parking. There's all the businesses that have the sign saying that they're going to be towed. There's a business. I got to figure out what it is. I don't know if it's like Williams Sonoma or something. They have a thing now that if you want to park up front, you have to pay for the parking spots up front. There's a sign and a QR code. I don't know. Hold on. I think I took a photo of it. Yeah. So now if you want like 6 spots up in front near the store, you can park there, but you have to scan the QR code and pay to park in those spots. Otherwise you walk back there and the parking is free.
Damn. Back in my day, you just had to be handicapped.
Yeah. I'll tell you what the name of the parking service is. Hold on a second. I know
that is wild, especially if it's part of like a bigger like complex. That has to be something that complex has, like, because like, you know, these big box stores, they're basically renting that property. You know, once they're out and they can fill it in with whatever. That's a, you know, like a business, like a, you know, complex.
Yeah. And
to say that part of your parking is only reserved for this particular, that is very weird. I've never seen that before.
And they monitor it so that if you're there and you didn't pay for it or whatever, you get a ticket, you can get towed. All the private businesses around the school have signs up. It's like, this is for, you know, business parking. You're not allowed to park here or you get towed. Right. Here it is. Upfront parking, upfront plus parking. Scan to pay after you park. I don't know if it's really showing up here on my phone, but
you know what you do? You just move that. That's weight down by either water or sand. You move that fucking sign and
you back into it and knock it over. Yeah. Exactly. It's the same. It's that same cement base that they used for those old school like cigarette machines and the gumball machines with the plastic eggs that used to come out of it.
Oh, I love those.
But yeah, so like in front of some of the stores, they have this upfront parking thing now. I'm like, that's fucked up. I'm not paying. And guess what? All those spots were empty. And I would think
no one's going to pay for those.
Yeah. I was thinking, you know what? If I wait long enough, it's going to get dark. I could just park there and not give a shit about all of that. But anyway, so I go in and there's no like I'm circling around trying to find parking. I parked, I think 3 blocks away from the school and barely made it where I almost blocked the driveway. So I just kind of risked it. I was like, I don't care if the bumper's hanging over there. They can run over their own lawn. They'll be fine.
Right.
The thing lasted 35 minutes and there was no, it was the same thing as it was last year because it's the same teacher, same everything. So I'm just watching, it's all for the new students. And then they're like, do you want to sign up for the PTO? And I was like, no, I'm good. I paid it for that stuff, but I don't want to, do it physically.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm not sitting there
money at it.
Plan kids parties and trips and all of that stuff. I'm the guy who just, how much do you need? All right, how much can I just give you to have you do that? And then I'll be a proud supportive parent. So I had that and it kind of went like this as I was trying to leave. I have a clip of it. Here it is. This is what happened.
Now be good for Grandpa while we're at the parent-teacher meeting. We'll bring back dinner.
What are we going to have?
Well, that depends on what your teachers say. If you've been good, pizza. If you've been bad, poison.
What if one of us has been good and one of us has been bad? Poison pizza.
Oh, no, I'm not making 2 stops.
One of the best.
It's one of my favorites.
One of the best lines in that show.
Oh, no, I'm not making 2 stops.
But that runs through my head every single time.
Every time I think of pizza.
It's like, do I want poison or do I want pizza? No, I'm not making 2 stops. I'll just get the pizza.
2 stops. So funny.
So yep, had that. And
that sounds like a big waste of time.
Oh yeah, it was. It's mostly for the new. If it was a new teacher, it's one thing. If you're a new student to the school, that's another thing. But this was just, you have to show up. They keep attendance of whose parents, because the kids make things. Like they take a photo on their first day of class. Mm-hmm. And then they make their own custom like picture frame out of crafts.
The kids actually take the photo. So you're like, the composition on this is terrible. And
they're all laid out in their little table spaces for where they sit. And imagine being the kid, you come in the next day and the teacher goes, here, you have to take this home. Your parents didn't come to to get your stuff. You're the only one that has this project you made for your parents and they didn't show up for it.
So to me, it's not coming today again.
Yeah. So that all happened and then got home. Kid stuff. Yeah. The kid was being extra today. I was like, why does this always happen on the nights that we have to record? Everybody has to go around and make things worse. I could be doing stuff for the rest of the week. What are you doing? Not much. Okay. Nobody bothers me. The second I tell everybody I'm on a tight schedule, I have this, and this, then everybody needs to talk to me. Everybody, what? It's like, I'm trying to talk to you. I've got headphones in here. I'm trying to monitor something. I'm trying to write something, like I'm looking for a clip. I'm trying to write something down. I was scanning news today because there were some updates with the FCC with Kimmel stuff. So as things were, breaking, I had my headphones in and I'm hitting, I'm watching ABC and all the other news stuff to see what's going on. And then I'm getting like hit. What? It's like, I'm talking to you. You weren't 2 minutes ago. You weren't here. Well, I came in talking to you. That's not, I hate that. I hate that. Even at work, it would happen at Sirius. It would happen at iHeart. It would happen at Compound, whatever. You have headphones on and you're obviously, if you have headphones on, and it's clear that you have headphones on, whether it's like your earbuds or, the big studio monitor things, and you're sitting there like this. If you're in front of a screen, or if you've got, if you know anything about editing and you just see like a waveform going on a screen and you're sitting there like this, you're concentrating. You're not looking around. You're listening for whatever the edit, if something sounds mismatched, you're looking for whatever. Or if you're staring at the screen, you're looking for, whatever it is you're doing. It means you're doing something. You're working, you're concentrating on something. And when people have to come over and go, I'm trying to talk to you, fuck all the way off. I don't care what your problem is. You're my boss. Now double fuck off. I don't care what your problem is. You take care of it. I'm busy. Now, that's probably why I'm not the best boss, but still, I get shit done. I have results.
You got things to do.
I do have things to do. But anyway. Everyone was bothering me today. Now we're here doing this show. How are you, my friend? What was going on with you?
I'm good. After the show last week, I think started my couple days of just craziness. The next day I took my daughter.
Therapy?
My couple therapy, yeah. No, I took my daughter to a couple weeks back. She broke her finger right before tryouts. Yeah, she just didn't want to try out volleyball. Yeah. Gotcha. So broke her finger, and then so I took her to the doctor for the checkup. Everything was fine, healed up. So she got to play volleyball on Saturday. It was the playoffs. We won the first games, lost the second game. So we are officially done and out. And that was my last coaching games. I pointed my finger, said they are
easiest season. We're done. I get to go back and do what I want instead of having to deal with these wiener kids. We're not wieners.
Oh, and I'm gonna miss Rat Boy most of all.
I call the big one Bitey.
So that's done, and then we were supposed to go see, and I say supposed to because it didn't happen. We were supposed to go see Coheed Fuck Cambria Sunday night. I wake up Sunday morning to a nice email from the venue of the place.
From Coheed, because from Coheed. Coheed was nice enough to let you know that there was an issue.
It was just going to make me go all the way to Phoenix. Yeah. Apparently a water main broke at the venue. And I guess on a Sunday, you can never get anything fixed or done. And you can't let people come in because, bathrooms and washing your hands and water and all that stuff. So they postponed the concert, which is like, okay, postponing, it's fine. But they postponed it to Tuesday. Mm-hmm. I had tickets to Nine Inch Nails on Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah. So I had
to get your money back from one of them.
Thankfully, yes. So obviously, I know that I think the lesser chance of seeing Nine Inch Nails again, it was there. So I made the wise choice and got the refund for Coheed and Cambria. But I was just I was livid because I was taking my daughter and she was looking forward to it. She was ready to go, and yeah. So they
from the
not even just postponed it to a different day. They moved the venue. They said, okay, well, we can't do it here on Tuesday. We're going to go to a different venue, an outdoor venue. It's still above 100 degrees here, and it's like, no, thank you. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to sit outside and do this. So I didn't get to go see Coheed and Cambria on Sunday, which was kind of a bummer. But I did get my money back, which was nice. And then, Tuesday went and saw Nine Inch Nails, which was fantastic. For me, concert of the year. It was production-wise was fantastic. Sound was amazing. My ears were ringing all the way through yesterday. It was just.
Did you have a suite? that you were viewing the show from?
No, I just had regular seats.
Did you go up to the VIP lounge?
No, I was told someone that you may have known was in the VIP lounge, and I was upset that I didn't get something like that. I was upper level, like the schlubs that I am.
Oh, so you weren't even close to the stage.
Not as close as I'd want to be. No.
Right.
Well, see,
Can I show you how close
stages.
I was to the stage? Look at that. I was there that night. I didn't want to tell you, but
you're sitting on the stage.
I'm about like 5-6 rows back from Trent as he's tickling the ivories.
Yeah.
Telling us how he wants to fuck us like an animal.
Now, see, this is how he started the concert. This was his first song. He's playing. So imagine
starts playing chopsticks on the piano. What does he do? I know he's an artist, but this is weird.
Let's see. Trust this process, Eric.
Right.
So just imagine me on the other side of this, and then all the way at the top. So
it's like this far down.
So they gave us binoculars. It was great. It was a fun show. But yeah, it was fantastic. It was really loud. They did so what they did was they had this opener. He was a DJ called Boys Noise. He was like a German DJ, and he was just playing whatever
German
his whole
pop
thing.
Band.
Could you imagine?
It works for the Koreans. Now the Germans want to get in on it.
It's just German versions of NSYNC songs. But yeah, so there was 3 stages.
99999
inch nails. He did a little DJ set on a little small stage over to the right of me. In the middle was that middle stage that you just showed with Trent sitting at a piano and doing his stuff.
By the way, that was my friend's seats.
Yes.
Those were her seats, and she sent me a photo, and she goes, "I can't find your friend." I said, "You won't."
Not down there. You won't.
Nowhere near you.
Not for the amount of money that those were going to cost me. No, thank you.
Before you continue on, can we talk about the conversation I was having with her?
I was going to bring that up. I was going to bring it up. So Eric, we're sitting there, and the opener hadn't started yet. We're sitting there waiting. First of all, this was one of the best concert experiences I've ever had. I got there early enough to park. There was no traffic. I walked up. They had a merch set up outside where I was waiting in line. So I got to go get my merch without waiting in a huge line on the inside of the venue.
Multiple merch spots are fantastic.
Especially outside for everyone waiting to get in, because the doors didn't open until 6:30. Show didn't start till 8. So we were there by like 6 o'clock, 6:15.
Right. And
so we're just waiting in line, and merch was right there. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to save the spot in line. I'm going to go check the merch. And I was like, all right, cool. Bought myself a t-shirt, got back in line, no problems. And then, they let us in, we get to our seats. We're just hanging out and chilling. I get a text probably around, I'd say 7:30, still a half hour before the opener. Eric goes, "You at 9 Inch Nails tonight?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you in the VIP area?" And I'm sitting there going, no, there's not enough donations on this channel to allow me to sit in the VIP at 9 Inch Nails.
Right.
Sold out show.
Well, there was plenty of super chats, but you spent them all on Legos instead of going to do the VIP section for 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. So no VIP for me. So I was up in the upper level, and so he goes, let's see, I'm gonna read this. So he goes, "Are you up at the social club at all? A friend of mine is there to watch the show as well. I was going to have you go over and say hello if you were there." And I just said, "Hey, this is the section I'm at." Mm-hmm. Obviously, upper level. There's no chance we're going to run into each other. He goes, "Who you there with?" I was like, "My brother." Sends me a picture of this young lady, dressed up, ready to see 9 Inch Nails. And my friend so and so is there. If you run into her, tell her you're on the show with me, and tell her I said I told her you were there somewhere. Very nice. Then he sends me a picture of the conversation between him and said friend. I'm assuming you said, "Hey, he's there," or whatever. She goes, "Oh shit, no way. I've never done VIP like this. It's pretty cool." Eric's response, which had me laughing and then kind of mad at the same time.
Okay.
Because I've seen the person you're referencing, and that man has gotten large. He goes, "So if a guy comes up to you to say hello, who looks like the lead singer of the band Bowling for Soup, but much thinner," which, thank you, Ivoy. Haha.
No. There was a second much in there.
But well, 2 muches. So yes, much thinner. So for those, hold on, let's see if I could do this. For those of you watching live, that's the gentleman we're referencing.
Yeah, he's gotten rather rotund.
That picture right there was a very thinner, fat picture of him. He is definitely much, much larger.
Yeah.
And I called Eric immediately, you ass. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. She responds with, I've seen a few that fit that description already. I'm like, God damn it. There's no chance. I run into this person, not where I'm sitting.
There's many elderly looking pineapples walking through the corridors of the Nine Inch Nails concert.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was one of those shows where I'm excited to be there. Show starts at 8:00. Like I said, this guy is doing a DJ set for an hour. Not like, 30 minutes of just, let's DJ. This guy played the same, I think, beat, just bass and just vibrations in my brain for an hour, which at some point started to grate on me. And I'm sitting there going, how long has this been going on? I look at my clock. It's been 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, fucking shit. There's 40 minutes of this. He's very talented, but I was just like ready to go. As soon as his set is done, he ends the song, lights shut, curtain drops in the middle, Trent Reznor there on the piano like you just showed, and that's when he starts it. I'm like, that's cool, because not a lot of bands have that opening act to main act transition. There's usually like, okay, we're done, and then they have to break down the stage, they put up all the other stuff. There's always like a break in between. So very cool. Trent Reznor has sounded the same since I bought my very first CD of Downward Spiral back in high school about 30 years ago. Like, he sounds the same. He's got a lot of energy. It was a fantastic show. Like I said, one of the best concerts I've been to. Very, very good. And I'd go again.
Probably maybe a decade ago.
I saw him 7 years ago at
the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole stage was just black and white. There was no color, no fancy whatever. It was just black and white lights, black with white lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the intensity of what song he was singing on, you would get a strobe blue or a strobe red. Very basic, but it worked.
He's very minimalist. Yeah.
Yeah.
This show was like very red, like he had a lot of red themes, almost like the Tron Ares soundtrack, which drops tonight. Can't wait to hear that tonight. So like it was all red. And then, yeah, the middle stage, the way he did lighting, it started off in like this amber color, very, daylight. And then one of the other songs, he changes it up more cooler tones and does all the stuff. And then he leaves the middle stage. Josh Freese, the guy who, is the drummer, was playing. He's playing on they have these giant, clear, like curtains surrounding the main stage. He goes onto the stage, and then they do a couple songs on that stage, runs over, goes to that middle stage, and does, like 3 or 4 songs with his opening act, DJing it. So like there was like a more like DJ'd version of the Closer, had like a hole and stuff like that. And it was interesting because it was the songs you knew, but very much different because of the way they put it all together. It was actually really great.
Who does a show very similar to all that you just described? Neil Diamond.
That would be great.
He goes there, and in fact, he's even got the machine set up in the middle of the stage that he spins around for Forever in Blue Jeans. It's the same thing that they use for Closer. It's insane. Neil Diamond is fucking wicked to go watch a concert.
Yeah. So we got Vault-Tec CEO 111 in the chat saying Josh Freese of the Vandals. Elin Rubin is the drummer currently. Actually, Josh Freese was the drummer for Foo Fighters for like a hot minute. They fired him. He got let go. And then Josh Freese rejoined Nine Inch Nails for the American tour dates. So he was definitely the drummer there Tuesday night. Fantastic. Like he did a big drum solo for a bit. And I was like, I don't understand how these drummers have this much energy. Like it was just wild. But yeah, everything was very electric.
Out or a lot of drugs. They eat right or a lot of drugs. They have high endurance or a lot of drugs. It's one of those.
Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I got tons of footage. It was great. And so I made the right decision. It's a bummer about Coheed Fuck Cambria, but I'm definitely know that they're going to tour again. So I'll go see them at some other point. And then today I bought more concert tickets to Duran Duran. So
I would go.
It's gonna be fun.
Duran. I haven't seen Duran Duran in a long time.
I've never seen them live.
We used to do stuff when I was at when I was at WPLJ. I was part of it, but I mean, I was there working. The station used to do stuff with Simon Le Bon, solo all the time. One time, he did something with Pavarotti. They did Ordinary World together for some kind of benefit.
Love that song.
And then he was in New York. Pavarotti was in New York, and Simon Le Bon joined him there, and they did it again for Ordinary World. I can't tell you how ridiculous it seemed, but amazing it sounded.
That would be really cool. Yeah,
At one point, Simon Le Bon was singing, he starts off singing the song normally. He does the chorus. The second verse is Pavarotti singing in Italian, and then Simon Le Bon joins him for the chorus singing in Italian, and then whatever there was a bridge or a third part to it, Simon's doing it in Italian.
That's interesting. That would be really cool.
It was insanely good.
That would be really cool. Yeah, I've never seen them live. I've never had the chance. It was one of my aunt's favorite bands growing up when I was growing up in the 80s. It was always one of those kinds of things. And I love their music. I worried before buying the tickets that it's going to be another one of those acts that probably should have hang it up, because you're seeing things like Motley Crue's not doing great right now. You've got all those other bands that's just really not up to what they used to be, and it's disappointing. Tom Jones, when I went and saw Tom Jones a couple months back, was fantastic. Like I said, he wasn't moving around a lot, but he sounded fantastic. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good experience, despite them being in their 60s and late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that one. So it's going to be cool. I've gotten to this point, and I've said this before, where if I have the opportunity to see bands that I've never seen, or I know that they're not going to tour ever again and stuff like that, I'm just going to do it. I missed out on Prince. I missed out on David Bowie. I'm not going to do that again. It's why I've seen the Rolling Stones a couple times, so.
Big Red Tower knows Diamond will never die. This story is going to have a happy ending if Neil Diamond has anything to do about it. One of the best movies ever made.
I love Saving Silverman.
So fantastic.
So yep, more concerts. That's interesting,
right? I wouldn't normally.
That's pretty cool.
Opera, but I listen to if they put out an album of Pavarotti sings the hits with the artist.
I Megadeth song. That's great.
Yeah, he's doing "In the Air Tonight" with Phil Collins. He's doing
"Beautiful People," Marilyn Manson.
"Word Up" with Cameo.
I'd watch him do "Word Up." That's really cool.
Yeah, it's insane.
It reminds me of when Metallica did Symphony Metallica with the San Francisco orchestras. I always like.
Well, where all this originated from?
Oh yeah,
where?
Simpsons,
Cypress Hill, and the London Symphony Orchestra, and then they
made it
happen. Yeah, that's
Did you ever see the footage from that?
Yeah.
By the way, I haven't watched it.
It's insane. Look, they dressed up, but I think they could have put more life into their performance.
I feel like they got to the age where they wanted to take it serious when they should have just been Cypress Hill,
right?
With the orchestra behind them. So
Tom from Alberta, Duran Duran's cover of White Lines is great. Yes, they also covered Public Enemy's 911 is a joke. And it's terrible.
No, I know it's not a good cover. Song at all.
It's not a good cover at all. I don't know why they did it. Maybe they lost a bet, or they owed a lot of money to a label or something and said, "You're going to do this." And they go, "Okay, fine." And then they put out that horrible cover.
Yeah. I would say my aunt probably just wore out, and this is back when vinyl was going through the first iteration of being vinyl. The Rio album from '82 with Hungry Like a Wolf, Save a Prayer. There's a bunch, Girls on Film. I know every one of those songs. Yeah, no, I know.
The self-titled.
But no. So I'm excited. It's gonna be one of those bucket list type of things.
Woodpit 420. Tears for Fears I'd go see Tears.
I saw that. And I don't
know if I'd go see them solo, but if they were doing a little mini festival thing of if it was Tears for Fears, the Bangles, the Pixies, something like that.
That would be cool.
That would be very cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that. They did that mixtape tour a while ago. Remember, it was Kid and Play, it was Salt and Peppa, and it was two other bands or two other artists that I can't remember. But a little mini festival tour like that, right. I would definitely go see. That I won't mind spending, the outrageous prices that they charge for tickets.
Yeah.
To go see
Again,
something like that, I could justify that.
I got a few tickets, and the fees themselves was almost the price of another single ticket. I'm just like, fuck.
Chris is saying TFF is a great guy. Who's
Tears for Fears?
Oh, okay. Yeah, duh. I just put it. I'm an idiot. Okay. Whatever.
Oh, you don't know TFF, Eric?
I guess not. I've never heard them abbreviated before, so that's news to me.
The kids are saying.
Our pal Intersect in the chat there. Oh man, Prince was amazing. Yeah, I never saw Prince, but I did enjoy watching. You know what else I never saw? I never saw his two movies, Graffiti Bridge,
Under the Cherry Moon.
What was the one that had Purple Rain? Was it Purple Rain the name of the movie
Rain.
too?
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't seen his movies. I should.
I've seen Purple Rain. Under the Cherry Moon is terrible.
I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah, it's the second movie.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll make sure to skip that and not have to deal with it. Chris is saying I would have mixed Pavarotti. Everybody, see, that's a hack thing. Everybody mixes shit with Back in Black, or now they're doing it with Thunderstruck.
Yeah, I could see that.
Lou Reed did a song with Pavarotti. That I didn't know. I'll have to go and look that up. Intersect saying the 911 is a joke by Duran Duran. Sounds like a mid-Beck song. It does. It's like, hey, Beck was trying to do. Beck had a pop riff he didn't know what to do with. Right. So he just tried. He fucked around on stage live, and that's what came out. And somebody said, "Oh, that's a good idea," and it really wasn't. It was very terrible here. Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
When you go to Duran Duran, you're gonna have to give me a T-shirt. Just telling you.
Sure. Yeah.
I want a Duran Duran T-shirt.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'll definitely get me one too.
Can you imagine Pavarotti doing 911 as a joke? Get up, get down. 911's a joke in your town. Or 999.
But it's in Italian.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's 999. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it does not. All right. That's everything, right? That's all our bullshit. We can move on.
That's it for me.
All right.
For now.
A couple of things I want to talk to you about what happened during the week, and we got a bunch of fun videos that we're going to get to in a little bit. So some breaking news for you. We talked about last week how WWE has been making all these moves, all these insane billion-dollar deals, right? Last week was the big announcement that WrestleMania is going to go to Saudi Arabia. A lot of the fan base is not happy with this at all.
Who's going to be able to go to that?
I don't think it's WWE that's not concerned with the fan base. I definitely know it's TKO, the parent company, gives zero shits what the fan base are saying.
Right.
They doubled down on that with their announcement of, we realized, studying everything here, WWE is not maximizing their potential for ticket sales.
They're like, we could make more money.
When we went back to auditing this and reviewing everything, we discovered when Vince McMahon was running the country, well, his price points and his ticket values seem to be only set for families to come.
No shit. That was your fan base.
So that families could come here. And we realized they're losing a lot of money here by just marketing and making sure that families can come to this thing. You've seen what they did for UFC and how ridiculously expensive a UFC ticket is.
It's like bad.
Mid-hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending the venue and how close you are to the octagon itself. They want to do that for UFC. It was never a family thing.
No.
WWE was always a family thing. And they're like, well, we noticed Vince was only doing the price points to fit families, and we're going to have to fix that. You just announced you're moving shit to Saudi Arabia that nobody is happy with.
Mm-mm.
One, because of, the way they treat people in that country. Two, you can't see any of the hot female wrestlers in their outfits and all that stuff in there because they got to wear, head to toe latex vinyl.
I'm not going to lie. I think I want to watch that fight. It's just two burkas. You don't even know who's fighting.
Oh, they don't do the burkas.
Just full on everything.
Yeah, that country doesn't do the burkas. They're allowed to show their face in Saudi Arabia, but they have to be fully covered, right? So they're like, well, yeah, fuck that. We're also going to upscale the ticket prices 5 to 10 times more than what they're than they've been charging because they don't feel WWE's making enough money. It is, but we feel like we could be making a lot more.
There's always
which
more.
is going to fail terribly because they start pricing out families for this. What audience are you going to get there? You might get, lonely single guys who are spending their money that they have expendable income to go to this because they've already walking in with like $6,000 championship replica belts hanging off their arms. But the whole thing about there is having the kids around ringside and around the aisles where the superstars are walking out to the ring and all. If you don't have those people anymore, you're going to lose the majority of your audience. Or they're all going to be staying at home and watching, or they might not even been watching because of the ESPN fucking deal that you have to pay $30 a month and all you're getting is their pay-per-views, their PLEs, their paid live events. That's it. You're not getting weekly content. You're not getting any of their other leagues like NXT, any of that stuff. You just get the specialty pay-per-views on ESPN. That's it.
Yep.
They have a big one coming up. I think it's next week. It's called WrestlePalooza.
It's this weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend. Okay.
It's this weekend, yeah.
In Indianapolis. They're pushing over there. They're going all out for this stuff here. $30. It's like you got to pay for Netflix to watch Raw. You got to have cable or Peacock in order to watch SmackDown. You have to have cable or I don't know where CW even streams.
If it does.
If it does, to watch NXT. Right? If you want to watch any of their other shit, you got to have, the Peacock subscription. Some stuff they have on their YouTube channel, but not a lot. So they spread it out all over the place that it makes it impossible. But if you're outside of North America, if you're outside of the United States and Canada, the WWE network still exists. You watch it all in one spot through Netflix. The WWE network is through Netflix now. So but you're still paying for one subscription and you get everything. The pay-per-views, all the TV shows, all there, except in the United States. They're purposely fucking their clientele, the long-term fan base for the United States, because they don't give a shit about the United States anymore. They're worried about global audiences and expanding more to going around the world than they do. So they're pretty much just pissing in their own backyard because of this. Well, ESPN started speaking up about this WrestlePalooza thing because WWE brought back Brock Lesnar. Now, a lot of people are happy to see Brock Lesnar. There's a lot of people who are not happy to see Brock Lesnar. And it's not because they're not a fan of him. It's because he was mentioned in that lawsuit that's still going on with Vince McMahon about alleged sexual abuse, sex trafficking, money payments, all of this other shit. It's not a federal case anymore. It's now a civil case because the federal government looked at it and said there wasn't enough there to go with anything. So now it's a civil case. But Brock was mentioned in this case a few times, but I guess cleared from anything or something to do the case enough that WWE said it's okay to bring him back because they had him off TV for the longest time.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the websites. He wasn't anywhere to be found. Then he got put back on the website. He made an appearance. He's there. He's fighting John Cena as part of the last 6 appearances of John has for the year before he retires. So ESPN was getting a lot of shit online, and they're saying, look, the deal we made with WWE, is great and all this stuff. WWE has full creative control. So we don't really have a say in all this, what they do and how they do it. But we have spoken with WWE with our concerns about Brock Lesnar and people lashing out about that Brock Lesnar is going to be part of this, right? So while we're doing the show, I noticed here a few hours before, breaking news, WWE's response to this stuff with ESPN and Brock Lesnar is now they've moved it up to the opening match to kick off the night.
Yep, I was just reading that. I was going to bring it up. Yep, John Cena and Brock Lesnar are no longer closing the show. They're going to be opening the show. That's weird.
So it's not like you're going to have to wait all night for this to be the main event. WWE went down again and goes, all right, you have a problem with that? Guess what? We're starting the entire program off with that because that'll be it'll maximize the people watching at that time. So you don't have people tapering off as throughout the night. The press and the news will be paying attention since it's the first match. They're going to get everything, all eyes on them for this.
So now what do they close with? Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre?
I don't know.
No, that's a championship match.
It could be. It could be. I don't know. Could it be they're doing a couples match where it's CM Punk and his wife AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch?
I mean,
I don't know if that's big enough to be a show closer. So it might be the heavyweight title match at the end. That seems about right.
That just feels weird. Like, yes, do that, but Cena Lesnar would keep people watching,
right?
Knowing that it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
This is pretty funny.
Yeah, I was just
sharing the chat. It sounds like Lesnar and Cena want to go home. Or imagine that's all it was. It was just a coincidence. It's like Cena's like, I got some other shit scheduled Sunday morning. Can we just bump it up a little bit?
I got to go promote Peacemaker. I got to get out of here to get time and get a nap.
The other thing people don't understand is John Cena's sweetheart farewell deal for this last year of his final run. They gave him complete control over what he does and where he's going to go. But Cena has also stated too, and he goes, I don't pick my opponents. They let me schedule everything else, and he can come and go, choose what they'll give him stuff. Where they say, we want you to wrestle this person. We want you to wrestle that person. He'll just go, okay. So he's not picking the way this all progresses.
I want to watch him wrestle The Rock, but The Rock right now, as he's promoting this Smashing Machine movie where he looks all thin and little.
He looks like, do you see when Dave Bautista lost all the weight?
Currently.
And he just looks like an old withered woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what The Rock is, except Batista's got the facial hair and all that stuff. And The Rock looks like a prune, weird. Like a shriveled prune at the moment.
Fight him now.
Right. So, yeah, so I just thought that was interesting that WWE's not giving, the management's giving zero fucks about anybody. And they're like, you know what? We're going to bump this up. Unfortunately, I want to watch it, but I am not paying $30 just to watch one pay-per-view for the month of September.
No, me neither.
Not doing it. Because what's the date for that this event 20th. Is on Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah.
So that would be the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would recharge me again at the beginning of October. And I've only seen one pay-per-view. $30.
Mm-hmm. My thought is like, okay, mate, because I did this with the Chiefs game. I don't have an antenna. I don't do cable. I don't do anything. Like, I'll have my streaming services. And if I can get CBS through, Paramount, I'll watch that. And I'll watch my, football through there. I've got a few other things. But Fox doesn't have like a deal through like Disney or something like that. They have their own app. And I was like, fuck, like, I don't want, I used to, use other means that just got shut down by the governments of the world. So I had to find like some Fox Sports app that they just put out, but they had a 7-day trial. So I signed up for the trial, watched the game, and then canceled. Yeah. And I was like, no, I don't need it. Like, I don't need to spend another $20 a month on something I'll barely use.
I'll see if the ESPN thing has a trial, because they've been pushing everywhere on online, social media stuff, pre-roll ads on YouTube, all those things. Is the bundle to get Disney, Hulu, and ESPN for $30 a month or something. But this is what people aren't understanding. So if they're pushing this, like, get all of this stuff, get the bundle. So say you get the bundle, Disney, Hulu, ESPN, $30 a month. You're like, oh, that seems like a good idea. Especially if you're a sports fan, that's probably a good deal. But the pay-per-views are on that bonus tier.
And you have to pay extra for that.
You got to pay another $30 on top of that. That's like when we got to XM and they didn't trust us at first. So the first several months you paid for an XM subscription. You had to pay an extra $2 to get our channel unlocked in order to listen to us. So it wasn't available to the entire platform. You had to pay again just to get us. And then finally they're like, there's enough of an audience. We'll unlock it. And then everybody's like, well, I paid for the year. Oh yeah, we don't. Well, maybe we'll do something about that. And then I don't know if XM refunded the money for the year. Who knows? But anyway, so that's happening. Then this was only Sunday night, and everybody's already forgotten about it because it's just the way things are right now. The Emmys happened on Sunday night, and they had a gimmick. Comedian Nate Bargatze. How do you say it? We'll go with that. Did this thing where he put up a charitable thing on the screen. He goes, hey, look, tonight we're going to raise money for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. And, tonight with the Emmys and everything, we're going to donate $100,000. And everybody's, clapping. This is great. And he goes, hang on. He goes, now here's the bad twist. Part. Yeah. So he was limiting everybody with their acceptance speeches to 45 seconds.
Yep.
If you go over 45 seconds, every second you go over, you lose $1,000 out of the 100,000.
It's kind of a funny bit,
right? Now, people were trying it first, and I think one of the first or second winners was Seth Rogen, right? Because he won a ton of
he won
Emmys
4 Emmys,
for his show. He knew, and he was racing through it real quick. He got under, so it added money to it. So at one point, they were up $106,000 for the Boys and Girls Club, and that's what they were hoping to do. Well, Hollywood and celebrities, being the self-centered, vapid assholes that they are, decided that this is my moment. I don't care. I'm going to speak out about injustice and all this other shit. I'm going to say what I need to say. It's my moment. They do it. They bankrupted the entire $100,000 fund for the night of the Emmys.
Yep.
None of the celebrities were giving a fuck anymore. That one lady, she was a Jewish actress too, was saying, fuck this, fuck ICE, and free Palestine. And half the audience was like, other people were cheering, but like the other, the Jews in the audience were not happy with that.
Wait, there's Jews in Hollywood?
Yeah, who knew, right? So all I kept thinking was like, well, you won't see her winning any awards anytime soon, or even working going forward.
It was Hannah
towards the
Einbender.
What's her name?
Hannah Einbender.
Yeah, you can forget that name.
Well, yeah, she said "Go Birds," which means Philly, who just beat the Chiefs. So she was already on my shit list to begin with.
Right, and then pissing off the Swifties too. So it's like, all right, you've insulted the Jews, several world governments, and the Swifties are now on your shit list for this.
Right.
So she did not score well the entire night. Anyway, so we get to the end of the night. They bankrupt the charitable fund for the $100,000, but because of this, they had a safety net in play where CBS, along with Nate Bargatze, or Bargatze, however you want to say his name is, they decided to donate $350,000 between Nate and CBS to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So they actually probably made out better than they were going to.
Well, that's good.
But the point of it was, a funny bit to get these people to shut up and just be grateful, accept your things, and move on. It just shows, again, how terrible all of these people are, because a children's charity, you pretty much said, fuck these kids because I need to get my point of view out.
They took my family crest's slogan.
Yeah. And people were not, I was hearing, I should have wrote some of the names down, but there were people, celebs or publicists, whoever, who were not happy, felt that this was very unfair. It was humiliating. And I remember some people were actually making it fun of it, making it fun, not making fun of it. John Oliver's won something. I remember he was speed reading thing, like almost like the Micro Machines guy. He was just trying to get it to try to save money for, and that's fun. That's funny. You're having fun with it, whatever. But it really, a fun bit just exposed how terrible everybody in Hollywood is. It's like, you fucked kids out of this stuff there. At one point, Nate brought up kids that were wearing the shirts that says, it was something like America Needs Club Kids or something.
Right.
And it was like, no, boys, girls, all different denominations and what have you. And I think that was with JV Smooth. He brought him up there and they were like, she's like, what are you people doing? These are the kids that we're raising. You're taking, not even raising money, you're taking the money away from these kids because you can't stop. So that was the only interesting and fun thing with the Emmys this year. And I haven't seen anything that enjoyable since Ricky Gervais was hosting.
I was going to say,
the award
Gervais
shows.
was always good because he would call them all out for all the hypocrisy, which was always fun to watch, especially when they pan out to the crowd and everyone was looking uncomfortable. The Bargatze bit it's funny. Like, you knew at some point someone was going to donate more money, or at some point. So like, it's fine. I think one of my favorite bits is I think in 2006, Conan O'Brien basically threatened to kill Bob Newhart if people would go over.
Oh
much.
yeah.
And I was just laughing so hard. I'm like, he's gonna kill Bob Newhart. So like, this is not new, but like, you're right. It gets to the point where stop using these award shows as your soapbox to further whatever. Like, we get it. You support this, you support that. We all get it already. Like,
it's important that we speak out against this and just shut the fuck up. This is why nobody watches the shows.
You're not changing
besides them being
mind
too long. When you get up there and say, I need to tell you about how important I am and what we need to, what America, you need to clean up your act. Bitch, fuck you. I'm tanking your next movie and you'll never work again. Who
has the right to tell me these kinds of things? When you like do the Oscars and it's like documentaries, and the documentary that just won was about like child brides in Somalia, and they come up and then they kind of tell you about the shit that's happening in Somalia. You have every right to tell me about that. Good for you. I don't need Jared Leto coming up for, best song or whatever from Tron and going, you know what, this is, release the Epstein file. Shut up. Just get off the stage.
This is the time we really, it's like, I also want to say something. It's like, Greta and your flotilla out there, we support you. We're behind you. It's a fuck you.
Like, there's just certain things that you don't need to hear about during
never watching your
shows.
Shit ever again. All right, moving on. We should probably bring this up here. The Jimmy Kimmel stuff. We'll get through this pretty fast. So if you're not aware, was it yesterday or is it the day before?
I think it was
everything moves so fast.
Wednesday.
That the news broke that ABC Disney, which owns the network that Jimmy's on and Jimmy Kimmel's show, announced that they are suspending Jimmy Kimmel's show indefinitely. Now, people don't know terminology and wording for the most part. They're like, he's fired, he's canceled, he's all that. All that means is suspended indefinitely is that they're not going to continue with the show, but everyone's still getting paid.
Yeah.
Whoever has a contract is still being paid. If they came out and said, we are canceling and firing Jimmy Kimmel for whatever, that's different. Like if Jimmy had said even worse stuff on stage and they said, we do not agree with his comments. This statement is on behalf of the company. We are ending our relationship with Jimmy Kimmel, however they corporately word it. That means the contract's done. He's not getting paid any of this stuff. And then he would probably show up next week on Howard or somebody to talk about this. Suspended indefinitely means they're not allowing the show to continue, at least right now. But they are going to honor the contract so that he can't go to another network, that he can't go to places and speak out against the company or any of this stuff, at least right now, because he's under contract and he's being paid. So people are freaking out about this and they're saying it's over his comments. And you look at his comments and, probably not the best thing to say. I don't know if they warrant this much of a reaction.
There has been worse. Like this, what he said wasn't even remotely attacking the incident from last week. It wasn't making light of the incident from last week. All it was pointing out that certain people were benefiting politically by bringing this up and pushing their agenda, which is honestly absolutely true.
Well,
on either side, but he mainly referenced the MAGA movement, and that's what got him in the hot water.
Right. The quote they were saying, and I think you'll see it here in the news clip in a moment here, is that he was saying that, in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death, MAGA Republican or MAGA whatever are trying desperately to prove that this guy is not one of them, and they're trying to gain political points off this guy's assassination. And I don't know if that's a fireable offense, but it is enough to piss a lot of people off, right? But then all this happened, this broke, and it goes, there's got to be something more to this. It's like, I don't know if that's enough to legally, I mean, opinion aside, legally, contract-wise, to do this, right? Especially when you have other organizations in play, like the Writers Guild, the Directors Guild, SAG-AFTRA. All of the people that work there are with these organizations, and those organizations are there as lobbyists, special interest groups to prevent mistreatment of things. But then the guy who's running the FCC right now he hopped on some podcast or whatever, was talking about that. It seems that Nexstar and Sinclair, two of the biggest affiliate owners in the United States, not network associated, by the way, private companies that own these television affiliates, both of them put pressure on ABC and Disney, said, we're going to stop airing his show because of these comments. We want him to make an apology. Well, whatever. ABC yanked him off the air. And even then, I'm like, there's still got to be something else. What don't we know about this? There's something else that this is so harsh to do all of this stuff. Oh, it turns out there's a merger looking to happen, and the FCC is going to have to approve this. And I went, oh, this is just like the Stephen Colbert thing, where it's like we pulled Colbert, and CBS said, and to this day, they still stated that it was a financial decision. He was losing a ton of money for the network. But then you found out Paramount was trying to do that merger with, I forget the other company. Skydance, and needed FCC approval. They paid penalty fees for the 60 Minutes piece. They paid
$35 million,
something like that, and then it got approved. Oh, this is going to be the same situation. Let's take a look at this.
Fierce reaction tonight with Disney ABC suspending late-night host Jimmy Kimmel, quote, indefinitely. After pressure from the Trump administration, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, appointed by President Trump, and his threat after Kimmel's comments after Charlie Kirk's death, calling on stations not to carry Kimmel. Well, tonight, outrage from some saying this is caving to political pressure and an assault on free speech. Here's ABC's Elizabeth Schulze tonight.
Tonight, the decision to...
By the way, that was the guy we covered a while ago. Remember
he pulled his shirt back during the hurricane or something?
It was during the Malibu fires.
That's right. Because it was windy that day.
Yeah, but he had his yellow rain slicker with wooden clothespins on the back. So when he turned, you're just seeing this awkward, the pins flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
Definitely suspend Jimmy Kimmel Live, a show that's been running for more than 20 years, is sparking a fierce debate. Disney ABC pulling the late night show off the air last night after pressure from the...
I got to say, by the way, I haven't watched Kimmel really in a long time. I would see clips online. I did like his show when it was first on the first couple of years because he had a bar and all the guests would drink. And I was like, this is a great and he was live too. And then they got rid of the bar, and then after a few years, they got rid of the live too.
Yeah, his first show was right after a Super Bowl. So he had, I think the Raiders were playing, he had people come on or something like that. They did it right after the Super Bowl ended. So that was his first live show. And yeah, I think I was the same way. I watched for a couple of years, but then, I've fallen off on most TV shows, in that capacity.
I did too.
Anyway.
But he did have great, he'd had great music acts coming in. That weird stage in that essentially is a parking lot next to the theater.
Yeah, they always do like concerts out there.
Yeah, that I enjoyed because I saw Weezer playing there. I saw a few bands playing on that thing, and that part of Kimmel's show I actually enjoyed. Or when he would do the videos, like the digital content where you would see shit online that would outrage people, and then he'd play the clip on his show, and then you'd see more of the clip that it was really them behind it. Like all of a sudden it would pan out. And
yeah, he was doing it.
Yeah, so those were fun, but then like everybody else, they start preaching in the monologues. You're like, it's 11:30. I'm just laying here trying to get tired to go to bed, and you're pissing me off, whether I agree with you or not. It's just make, if you want to goof on the president, make jokes about it. Don't do fucking monologues about this stuff. And then they all started doing it, and it worked for a little while, I guess, at the beginning, like in the 20s.
Right.
It was working during the COVID years and stuff, but then it dropped off quick, and the ratings dropped off quick. And it's like, can you just be? And then people would give Fallon shit because he wasn't doing what they were doing. Well, you're not speaking out about Trump. You're not speaking this. No, Fallon's busy doing YouTube clips. His whole show's segmented to put shit up on YouTube, and they're doing funny games. They do weird shit. I mean, we might look at a clip later where our favorite, the Savannah Bananas, showed up on the Tonight Show. Like, he's doing that kind of fun shit, and you're giving him shit because he's not being political and speaking out. But then you're getting the other shows shit because they are being political in this shit. Like everyone's a fucking problem. And I was like, none of this is the late night that I grew up enjoying and liking. So I haven't watched it in forever. I don't think anybody's happy with anything. You can't enjoy anything anymore.
Trump administration following Kimmel's comments during his opening monologue Monday about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
FCC.
Yeah,
that was it.
People took that as him saying is like that the shooter was a MAGA Republican, and he said all they're trying to do is prove that he wasn't one of them, and doing this and trying to gain points off of that stuff, and that outraged a lot of people.
Yeah, but what frustrates me about that and this outrage for that innocuous comment is that they spent the first couple days of last week, all of Wednesday afternoon after it happened, and all of Thursday basically saying this is on the Democrats, this is on the left, this is your fault, you caused this. And then it turns out like they didn't even have the guy, they don't know the motivations behind it. They're just saying shit.
Did you see the story about the guy they had at first, the old guy?
Yes.
So if you saw when the Charlie Kirk thing went down, they were holding some old guy with glasses on his knees, and he, hunched over. They had his arms pinned back, and he kept saying, "I have the right to remain silent."
Probably missed his old glasses.
He probably did. And so this was going on, and then like an hour later, they released that he was not the guy that they thought it was. But something happened, I guess, when they were still going through the information they obtained from this guy because they thought he was involved at first. This guy was doing a performance kind of thing because he wanted the attention, right?
Right.
So
I believe the headline here called him a rabble rouser, which is not a term we don't use enough.
I know. We should bring that back. You rabble rouser, you
rabble rouser,
rabble
ruffians
without a cause. So then they find out, they were going through everything again here. The guy had child porn on his phone.
Okay, so here we go. An elderly rabble rouser who allegedly hindered Utah authorities' response is now accused of keeping graphic sexual photos of children on his phone, according to law enforcement. He was charged with 4 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor Monday after investigators found more than 20 images of kids as young as 5 years old. I mean, this is not funny. I'm not laughing at this.
No.
At least partially naked and posing in sexual way.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And like, then he admitted he gets, gratification from viewing and all this stuff. Why would you? Why?
This is the funny part of any of this, because that's horrible, and the guy should be fucking, in front of a firing squad for that stuff. But if you're looking a step backwards, a step removed from this, trying to find any kind of dark humor in this, here it is. The guy who was trying to bring attention to himself during a horrific national event that just occurred unwillingly gave himself up for having these terrible images on his phone. So while he was trying to get attention for this thing here and that kind of failed or whatever, was not trying to get attention for the other thing that was on his phone. And one led to the other, and that guy will never see the light of day now.
No.
Because of this. And rightfully so. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Seriously, no, in prison. Let people fuck that guy.
We're starting a GoFundMe for that.
We are.
Specific reason.
This year's Emmys, this is the fee. This is the fee right here. If we can keep this money here, we'll put this guy in front of a firing squad for graphic child images on his phone. And again, Hollywood blew the whole funding for the firing squad. So now we have no firing squad to take care of this guy.
It'd be like that scene in God, what was that Adam Sandler movie where they were shoving the pineapple up Hitler's ass?
Nicky.
Little Nicky.
Little Nicky.
So yeah, we'll raise money for that.
Brendan Carr, who was appointed by President Trump, blasting Kimmel's comments on a conservative podcast Wednesday, accusing Kimmel of misrepresenting the ideology of Kirk's killer and saying local broadcasters should stop airing Kimmel's show.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
Hours later, Nexstar and Sinclair, two of the biggest owners of network TV affiliates, said they would not air Kimmel's show. Nexstar is in merger talks with another media company in a deal that would require Brendan Carr's approval at the FCC.
See, that wasn't revealed till way later that was going on.
And I don't know if they talk about this, but there's two things here. They need the approval from the FCC, and they need the FCC to lift a rule that's in place called the 39% rule. And what that is as no conglomerate, nothing like, Nexstar or anything like that, can actually hold more than 39% of what gets put out to us, the viewers. And they will have more than that 39%. So they need them to remove that rule or lift that rule or give them some kind of pass to make this merger happen. So there's two things happening here, and they got to stay on the FCC's good side to allow that to happen.
But then the FCC was also saying, like, well, we're going to investigate into ABC and some of their other things. That it's like, but all right, you're really exploiting a very, very small potential loophole here. I heard, again, this was hearsay online. I wouldn't put it past them. They're now leaning pressure on ABC to do something about The View. As terrible as that show is, and most of those
I don't like that Whoopi Goldberg.
Look,
who doesn't?
Here's from an entertainment point of view, they're terrible. But the clips being pulled and reactionary by other people is hilarious. I love when Tim Dillon brings shit up about The View and just, his absurdity. You're like, that's funny. When a comic's doing it, some podcasters are doing it, you're like, that's funny because they're giving material to other people and it builds, you pull all of that stuff away and then what do you have? Everything's sterile. Right. Everything, it's just like what they accuse, the liberals of being in an echo chamber, this bubble where they're all thinking the same. They have no idea how they're.
You know what this is? Know what they're doing? They're creating Blue Sky. You and I were talking about Blue Sky and how if you go over to Blue Sky, that you got all the left-leaning side of people said, I'm going off Twitter. I don't want to be on X. I don't want to be on this. We're going to go here where our views are, shared by others and stuff like that. But what you do is you get into a group where everyone agrees with everything. So now what do we fight about?
Their own.
So you eat your own. And that's
you're not as liberal as I am, or you're not an ally like I am, or you're not as giving of your time or generous or whatever as I am. Like then it starts becoming a hierarchy.
You're not being as supportive as I think you should be.
You're not being, you don't demonstrate enough. You're not donating enough. Why don't you have these symbols in your bio? What are you hiding?
Yeah.
Fuck off. I went over to Blue Sky after, with a few days after the Charlie Kirk stuff. And I'm looking I'm like, let me see how terrible these people are being. And I go and I look. And yeah, there's people that were really saying some terrible things. That one guy from DC that got fired with the comic books and everything was saying some really horrendous shit. And there was people in there who was trying to set up GoFundMes or whatever that other thing is. It's like GoFundMe, but whatever. So they're trying to raise money for this person. They're giving you support emails and phone numbers for Blue Sky to rally and share your thoughts and support that person to get them back online. It's like, no, DC already said, fuck this is terrible, even by our standards.
Right.
You're done. Then it became, well, you didn't support this person who just got fired or this person who got kicked off. And, and they're now going after each other. You're too moderate. It's like, I can't believe you're even, viewing these people. I saw one person say, I can't believe you're even, it was either about Charlie Kirk's family or the people at Turning Point who work with him, whatever. Somebody said something about feeling bad considering, the other people that were standing there right next to him when this happened. And somebody had said, it's like, I can't believe you're even viewing them as human beings or viewing them as people. What is wrong with you? And I'm like, all right, so there's a problem.
Yeah.
On either side.
Someone's trying to be empathetic, but you're also not supposed to be that. But you also want to be, but you can't be.
Yeah.
But
and then it's like, well, I need to go a step further because I know everybody's thinking this way. Well, I need to step out of that line and over here so people will notice me. And they're double and tripling down saying horrible things. It's just bizarre because within the last decade, a lot of the left stuff was doing what people were labeling the cancel culture. They were doxing people. They were getting people fired. And it was, it was finding out, oh, they're a Trump supporter. Oh, that person voted for Trump. We need to ruin their life. We need to swat them, dox them, all of these things. You're not supporting red hats. Yeah, you're not supporting Black Lives Matter. You're not supporting pro-vaccination campaigns and all. Like, it was going on. Then it switched the other way, especially with this. And now the other side's doing the same thing. And they're like, no, these people are saying horrible things. No, I agree with you. There's a lot of people saying horrible things. But then you're doing the same thing they're doing. They're doxing, getting people fired, whatever. And you sit there and you go, is this right? Is this the right thing to do? To do what you accuse the other side of doing the last 10 years, especially in the last 5?
Yeah.
That now that you're going to take that playbook. And then I see on the left side, again, blue sky people saying, these are the people, these are the people that are supposed to be better than us. These are the people. I'm like, wait, that's not the insult. You're admitting that you thought these people were better than you.
Yeah.
By posting this shit. Like, everyone's lost their fucking mind.
Yeah.
And everyone's trying to out extreme the other side here. Now, granted, there are people who posted shit that deserved what they got. They deserve to be fired. They deserve to lose their scholarships and all this other shit here. Not everybody, but it's all in degrees. Some people went really horrific. There was videos of people, that one or two that were saying it's like, no, like his wife and his kids need to be next. Like, what are you talking about? That's terrible too. But then they're ramping it up here. It's like, you're doing the same thing you accuse these people doing the last 10 years. This has got to calm down at some point, but it's not. It's bubbling up. It's getting even more and more rampant and more crazy. And you're like, I don't even know. Like, you can have commentary, but even more right now, I don't know what to ever say about this shit anymore.
I keep my mouth shut. Like, I'll talk about it, like with you, like you and I on a phone call, talk about it. I know you're recording it, you son of a bitch, but
oh, I forgot to record this show. Shit. I hope somebody out there was stream sniping us and got it. Go ahead.
But like, I don't put too much out on the internet anymore. I've seen what even just the smallest of things can do to somebody. I don't need that kind of heat. I don't care. I have my opinions on it. I'll talk about things with people one-on-one. It will never be posted on social media. I don't need that. It's just no one needs to know what my opinion is on Charlie Kirk.
Right.
I don't. Who cares? What does it matter? It's not changing your life. I'm not going to change your opinion. Everyone has drawn, and when you and I have definitely talked about this before, there's no changing opinions on any side. Everyone's drawn that line in the sand. You're either here, you're either here. Now you can learn to fucking deal with each other, or you stay in your little camps, but that's it. Like, no one's going to debate anybody.
Not even
saying, hey, I believe that now. I'm good.
Not even trying to go out there and change anybody's minds. I'm not.
No.
But I like to go out there and throw out some stuff and go, let's talk about this. Throw it out. And here's my point of view on this thing here. What's your point? That's the whole point of a discussion. Convince me that I'm wrong. I'm not, this is how I'm feeling. I'm not trying to convince you I'm right. I'm not going around posting everywhere and saying, let me tell you why you're wrong. But if I put something out there and people are disagreeing with me or screaming at me, all right, well, convince me I'm wrong. Tell me how. Just saying I'm wrong or I'm a terrible person isn't good enough, even though that's what everyone does right now. Talk to me.
You got my card.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
I send all mine in cards. It's nice.
I know. The wax seal with your thumbprint on the back there was a little creepy.
It's a nice touch.
But like, if you put something out there, a point of view, and you get shit coming at you, it's like, all right, well, tell me why I'm wrong. I would like to maybe I am wrong. Tell me.
Having a discourse.
You can't have that anymore, especially not online.
No.
So it's like, how am I supposed to learn from this stuff? I mean, I can read and watch as much stuff as I possibly can. I do more research and more homework than I ever did in high school and college.
Right.
Just so I don't sound like a complete idiot when we talk about anything. I need to know a little bit about everything that we're talking about and discussing. So I go and I read articles. I go and watch news clips. I go watch social media posts by what this person said. This one's trending for some reason. Let me go see what that person said.
And I definitely don't pull the first thing I see because things change so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, nope, I'm going to wait a couple days.
Well,
We're
who's
see
good
how this
with
plays
that?
out.
I think USA Today does it. I know TMZ does it. There might be a couple other publications do it where if you go and you find the headline, right, or the initial Twitter, Instagram post, You read the article, then below it says update at this time. And then go, as mentioned earlier, this turns out not to be the thing. This is the news information. You still are getting the timeline. Everything they posted is there. They're not pulling it back and say, oh, we didn't post that. They show you the updates as they get through there.
Mm-hmm.
I know TMZ does it. I know USA Today does it. There might be a few others that I'm forgetting. But I do like that because you went back and it's like, no, they said this. And they go, yes, we had said this before, but that was based on the information that we had on the time. This is the newest information that came in here. Here's the video. Here's the photo. Here's whatever. That is perfectly fine. That doesn't mean they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. No, that's how you should have it. They're saying this
news,
is
much like science, can change.
This is the opinions, this is the information we had at the time. And as things progressed, stuff changed. And now we have to change our opinion. Or yes, we were wrong about that, but here's what's right. Like that's, you can't, I mean, it's good that some places are doing that, but to have that conversation with people online, it's impossible. Like, don't even try to do it. I did a post yesterday about the Kimmel thing, and it was just a simple dig at Howard Stern. It was a joke about the fact, and it wasn't anything like totally disparaging or what have you. It was just a no-brainer kind of joke that said, where is it? So does Kimmel show up on Howard Stern tomorrow to talk about this? Oh, wait, he's not live on Thursdays. What a missed opportunity. And then if you don't know, Howard only does Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. He does not work Thursday and Friday.
Why would he?
If Kimmel was actually fired, because at the time we thought he was fired before we found out it was suspended indefinitely. He would have probably shown up on Howard because he's good friends with Howard. And what big platform? That's a big platform to go on to get your side of things out, right? But I had people sitting there, they were yelling at me. It's like, you don't have any idea what's going on. I'm like, do I have to clarify this as a joke?
Right.
So I won't, because apparently I have to clarify this obvious joke. Kimmel won't be talking to anyone anytime soon. The term suspended indefinitely means they are paying out his contract and he has to abide by that. Had the term been fired, that would be different. And you're just sitting there like, even that was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck trying to have any kind of discourse with anybody. Look, there are people in my life that are, fully one way. There are people in my life that are fully the other way. And I see Giddles in the chat there. There's been plenty of times throughout the course of this show where him and I had different opinions on things, and he'll tell me what he thinks or whatever. And sometimes he convinces me, or he shows me, he links me to stuff, and I go, oh, okay. I was looking at this the wrong way, or an uninformed way. And there's other times where I disagree with him. I'm like, I know, but I still feel the way it is. That's how it is. You can't be 100% all the time to everybody, but you should be accepting of the fact that it's like, look, that's just how he is, or that's what they believe. And I am not going to change his mind, nor do I care to change his mind. That's what he thinks. Good for him. Good for that person. Good for whatever. This is what I feel. This is how we approach it on the show. I have a microphone and you will listen to every damn word I have to say. Whatever that Adam Sandler clip was from Wedding Singer. Close enough. Yeah. There's no talking. At some point, this is either going to explode in a glorious mess that will be completely irreparable, and we'll just have to pick up the scraps and walk through a post-apocalyptic world, and remembering the long ago.
Be like, remember when we just used to watch Fallout instead of live it?
Yeah. Although that's not a bad idea to get a bunker nowadays. Probably.
I've got a lot of land around me.
You do, and it falls right into a cliff. So
fill up the
Disney
Grand Canyon.
ABC then pausing Kimmel's show indefinitely, drawing outrage from some who say this is caving to political pressure and that this is about protecting freedom of speech. This was not the first time Kimmel addressed Kirk's murder, posting on Instagram just hours after Kirk was shot. Can we just for one day agree that it is horrible and monstrous to shoot another human? On behalf of my family, we send love to the Kirks and to all the children, parents, and innocents who fall victim to senseless gun violence.
Even that too, like when people were posting, there were oppositions to Republicans or conservatives or whatever, and they're saying, I feel for the family or whatever. You would get people shitting on them. That's not sincere because it's coming from you. I don't believe it. It's like you're saying that because you have to. It's a publicity, not publicity thing, but like a PR issue that you're doing that. You're doing it as a safety net so that you can't be fully accused of that shit. I got shit for
Posting about his kids.
And I came from the point of view of a dad. When I saw the video, I was like, oh my God, those kids don't have their dad anymore. That's all I said.
Yeah.
I didn't say I agreed with 100% of him. I also didn't say that I think what happened to him was deserved. I just said, oh, there's this little point of view that I can speak from experience. I was like, wow, I feel bad for his kids. They don't have their dad anymore. That was it. And I've got some shit from people like, how do you know what he said about this? It's like, yeah, I know. And I don't care. Not that I don't care, to be a problem to everybody else, but that's not why I posted what I posted. And I was just like, fuck all of you people. I'm not getting involved with that shit. I felt bad for his kids. That was it. And even that was viewed as being horrible.
Right.
So there's no way, whether I believe half these people who are posting this stuff, prayers for his family, love to his family, whether I believe them or not, that doesn't matter. I don't have to judge that shit. I can look at it and go, yeah, that's kind of a thing that they needed to say. But at least they did it. View it that way. Is like, at least they had the decency at that point in time to say the right thing.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't agree with it. They didn't like a lot of the stuff. You're exploiting his whole history about horrible things that he said, according to you. But they did the right thing at the right time to show that there is some sort of human being in everybody for that. And even those moments, people are going crazy over. It's like you're all gone too far. Like everybody's just fucking lost it. They all need to feel like they need to be a part of every situation at every moment that happens. How do I make that story about me? How does that affect me? Does it actually affect you? No. Is it a shame that something like that happened? Is it horrible? Is it disgusting? Yes. Okay. That's your involvement in it. You're not part of the family. You didn't work with the guy. You're not part of his organization. You're not even people that were protesting him, whatever. You have no involvement of it. Mind your own fucking business and just watch the story unfold. It's okay to not be involved in everything all the time. And that's something that's lost with a lot of people.
And my state.
Yeah, your state is more of like the middle. Your state is the Jan Brady of the United States. It's the middle child that's desperately seeking attention from everybody else there.
It's always California, California, California.
I want to point something out, and then we'll get back to the news clip here. Your state's doing a ceremony, an event, if you will, for Charlie Kirk.
Yes, they are.
Now, where is it? Right here. There it is. Okay. So this is taking place on September 21st. This weekend in Glendale, Arizona. It does not give you the location. It's showing you.
But I'm looking at this. What else is missing?
Well, hold on. Erica Trump, Vance. Other important speakers. They don't have the location. I mean, I guess on the website you go to the location to find how to get tickets or something. I don't know what's missing.
Why wouldn't you put the picture of Charlie Kirk on his own memorial plaque? Like, what the hell?
You're right.
They they got him on the font at the top, and then after that, it's the Me show starring everybody else but Charlie Kirk.
There's not even a photo of the guy, and it's supposed to be what does it say? Building a legacy, remembering Charlie Kirk.
Right. They've heavily branded it a turning point thing.
It should be
the foundation.
Right. It should be that right under Charlie Kirk in the big font there.
Angry Donald Trump in the middle.
But it should be a big photo, or at least a larger photo than everybody else of Charlie Kirk. Then below the three right there with his wife, the president, and the vice president. You're right. There's no fucking, all right. So there's no location and there's no photo of the guy in this.
Nope.
It's not like you're naming a a street or a park bench after some local person that did was a good person, and then people raised money to donate that bench in their name. This is a big deal. Not even a state deal or a national deal. This is going to be a worldwide thing that's viewed because one of the person who was assassinated, two, the president is going to be there. So it'll be worldwide news. You don't have the photo of the guy that you're honoring for all of the what?
On their flyer. Oh, yeah. The crazy
and this is no like shitty made invitation too. This looks like it's like embossed, has a raised font at some places.
Gold embossment, yeah.
Yeah, this looks like it's a quality made invitation. Nope. You forgot. It's like, oh, you forgot to put the RSVP number or the email address and how to get. Oh, it's so.
Yeah,
okay.
The crazy thing about all this is that everybody, again, Arizona's making it about them, and I understand Turning Point. Their headquarters are here. He was from here. Everything's happening here.
Right.
The memorial's having in Glendale.
Where's Glendale compared to you?
It's going to be at the football stadium. So that's about
at the Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah. So it's about an hour.
Wait, how are they allowing that? An open air venue with the president and vice president and the wife of the person who was assassinated?
Well, it's domed. It's domed, so they can close the roof. So they'll have that. Of course, they'll have all the snipers everywhere. An Arizona state lawmaker is already proposing to put on a ballot in January to rename one of our freeways after him. Mind you, we don't even have anything named after John McCain.
They're going to rename the Matlock Freeway? They never did finish that, did they?
No.
It just ends over Jordan's house and all the cars fly into the Grand Canyon.
Just keeps going.
They lost all the
It's like that escalator that goes nowhere. But yeah, everyone's got a knee-jerk reaction to all this. Now, I do have a quote.
Of course, Arizona forgot to put the photo of the guy on the event. Your state sucks.
My state is the worst. So Anna Gomez, she's the lone Democrat on the FCC's commission, the little tribunal that they have. She's come out and said the threats that Carr made are truly empty. She goes, we don't have the ability to actually take any of these actions he's talked about. Basically, what these threats do is to try to get capitulation as soon as possible. And when you see so much capitulation by the corporate parents, it's really disappointing because every time they do that, rather than show courage, what they're doing is eroding our democracy and the First Amendment freedoms. Okay. The FCC is weaponizing its licensing authority in order to bring broadcasters to heel and to really think twice about what they say about this administration. It's not because of the content of the broadcast, whether the Jimmy Kimmel Show or CBS is actually inciting violence or breaking the law when all they're doing is speaking about the administration in a way that he does not like.
Right.
That is contrary to the First Amendment. It's contrary to the Communications Act, which prohibits the FCC from censoring broadcasters. So any pressure on these broadcasters to alter their broadcast because of their content is in fact inappropriate. And it is important to keep in mind that FCC does not have the authority, the ability, or the constitutional rights to revoke licenses because of content. So these threats that he made, he can't actually do. But what he does is that he knows he has to say yes or no. And that's why these companies who are going through these mergers had this gone on another, like say NBC. They have no skin. They're not doing anything. They're not merging with anybody. They're not trying to buy anything. They don't need anything from the FCC. Do you think he would have been taken off the air for that comment?
No, I think he still would have gotten some backlash, but I don't think they would have yanked his show.
No, because days earlier, Brian Kilmeade from Fox News,
the homeless
literally said to kill homeless people. And all he did was apologize, and nobody is caring. Jimmy Kimmel does it there's a couple of things. Fox is a cable network, so it's not FCC regulated and all that stuff. But no one's caring that he said it. I'm with you. I'm just building the case as to why. That statement is much, much worse than what Kimmel said about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, and it's well. Also, the FCC is overstepping its bounds with 100%. This, and they're doing it because. And I was having this discussion with somebody yesterday about it. When you say, "Well, Trump's saying," it's like, "Well, maybe NBC should get rid of Seth Meyers and Jimmy Fallon too. You should do that." And be like, "We're going to pull licenses. We're going to do." He's all like, and he's coming in here and he's going to do all this stuff, and also was tying it into the fact that Trump was threatening to send military into Chicago to help with the police department and some of these other places they're allowed to. I go, here's what people still don't understand. He's not going to.
unless they have some really, really weird law they can exploit to legally do it. I'm not defending the guy. I'm just saying you don't understand his mindset. I don't know how to this day they still don't understand his mindset. It's like you ask for a mile to gain an inch with him. So he starts throwing all this ridiculous stuff out there, and a lot of people are seeing it's like, I can't believe he's saying that. He's going to do all this stuff. He said he is. Doesn't mean he's going to.
Right.
He's saying it as an intimidation factor. Like it's whether you agree with it or not, it's the way he does business. He's treating this all like a business. And when he puts this stuff out here so that you walk back a little bit, he gained more than instead of just asking, I only want this. And he'll get pushback for that. But if I ask for all of this and they walk it down here, I might get what I initially wanted, plus maybe a little bit more. But if not, at least I got initially what I wanted. That's what he does every time. Yeah, right or wrong, that's the mindset of it. And I don't understand why people are sitting there and go, you're getting upset over a bigger picture that may not even happen.
Well, they're getting upset because they're seeing what he's done when he did it in LA to a point, and he got in trouble for it, but he got to leave people there. So he did it in LA.
Did he get in trouble for it? Because he did it. And
well,
even
they said it's illegal, but they said you don't have to remove who you've already put there.
Right.
So
and he also filed an appeal. So within the law, because they said during the appeal for some of the shit he doesn't have to, I think with the tariffs or the deportation, that while there is an appeal going on, they're still allowed to continue what they're doing until the appeal is heard.
Right. But then you got DC, got everybody going into DC. I think he's about to do it or has done it either.
That was different because they're not a state. So there was some federal jurisdiction over. I'm just telling you, he's using the law he's stretching it to the utmost extent of what he can do. And a lot of the stuff is business threats.
But he can do it because now he's stacked these courts to allow him to do these things. Like he's
the other side of the coin. With this
coins now, are we?
I'm gonna flip many coins right in
money bags
face.
Over here.
Like I said, this is what he does. They're all business moves, and he said it's like I'm going to do all of this stuff, then walks it back, and then still gets an inch or more than that he initially wanted, and that's how he wins. The other side of it is you don't have really anybody of a lot of power pushing back on this. Speaking and posting online or giving quotes to the news is one thing. Actually doing something, they're not doing, or for the most part, they're not doing. Some are. But there's no opposition to it. So if you really don't have any opposition to something, or if it's very weak opposition, like I can wait it out. They might be winning right now, but I can wait them out because they can't go much longer. Why wouldn't you do it? That's what he does. That's what bothers me about a lot of this stuff. It's like, I understand you don't like some of the things he's doing or he's saying whatever. A lot of it can be terrible, but you're not seeing the psychology, or at least they're choosing not to acknowledge the psychology of why he does these things. Right or wrong, that's the explanation as to why he's doing some of these things. And if you stop and just study it for a little bit, and then you go, how do we counter that? Because we know the next thing he might be doing is this. All right, well, he probably might be wanting to do this. How do we counter that? Do we ignore that threat because it's really just going to be an empty threat? Like, there's ways to do all of this stuff. It's a lot of psychology, and people aren't focusing on that. They're focusing what's immediately said, and what's immediately in front of them is the most important thing in the world right now because it's right in front of them. And the second that moves away to the next thing, now that's the most important thing, and they forget about the thing that just happened. It's like the news cycle. The shit that happened in the beginning of the week is all forgotten because it's not what's happening right this second.
No,
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying
you are. And I hate it. I hate every second of this. Someone needs to throw a green dildo at us, and it'd be great.
I mean, arms like, shut up, Jordan. You listen to me. Don't
damn virtual reality.
Not in front of the microphone.
The conspiracy theorist in me right now is I always find it funny when something comes out and something is pushing on this current administration, i.e. the list that everyone wants to see, and then the second they're really getting traction on it, something happens. This is coming out about so-and-so, something happens. It just, it's almost too coincidental that this kind of stuff,
a lot of distraction
takes it away.
A lot of smoke and mirrors.
And then you're over here doing your little thing, and then we're all focused on this big thing.
A lot of fake outrage.
This is wrestling. This is all wrestling.
we've said that forever, that everything was becoming wrestling, and now everything is everything now is more wrestling than wrestling right now.
It's
like
all
they've
because of
learned
the
and they've
thousands.
exceeded the WWE and AEW and all of that stuff. It's like, oh, we can outdo them now. We've got people that are giving sound bites and shit that you like. Well, I don't see how Stone Cold or The Rock could have topped that, because that's fucked up. You know, that is the clip going around everywhere. That's the way this thing is being. You're 100% right. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of distractions. It's all spinning plates and keeping you looking around instead of seeing what it's like sleight of hand.
It's not giving us enough time to focus on one issue where like 1,000 issues are coming up at us.
You're watching the right hand, but you don't see what the left hand was actually doing while shuffling the deck. That's what's happening.
And in no way am I saying that, you know, the politicians on the left or the right are right. Like, they're all assholes. Every one of them, they're self-serving. I'm just saying, like, you know, I know like people like want to point fingers, and I'm going to be like, oh, Jordan's this, Jordan's that. Eric's doing it right now.
Everybody in the chat, point Jordan.
Yeah. Just, you know, Schumer's just as bad as, you know, like, you know, whoever else is like, what is that guy from Louisiana, that
real quick
fucking Foghorn Leghorn guy? Like, they're all assholes. Everyone's self-serving.
The Chuck Schumer stuff has been very interesting the last year, because up until I think this year, oh no, actually even last year when we watched the clip of Chuck Schumer when he did his own, nobody clapped. He goes, well, I'm going to clap. And he's applauding for something he said in front of a press conference. It wasn't an audience.
It wasn't an audience thing. The press isn't going to clap you. They really can't show that.
We always noted in the last few years that he was starting to turn into a doddering old fool. That clapping moment was like, oh my God, we're here.
Do you remember the one where he was grilling burgers?
Yes, and the flame wasn't even on.
The burger, he's like, I'm eating burgers. He's flipping it. They were frozen patties.
It was a propane grill. Yeah, it wasn't even on.
I'm like,
but here's where
being human better.
Here's where I go to get, you know, the temperature of the room based on like, well, if something's going on the other side, let me find the people that everyone values on that side and see what they're saying about their own thing, right? I've noticed in the last several months with Chuck Schumer, a lot of the Democrats are not happy with him anymore. I saw a thing that Jon Stewart did on The Daily Show talking about him, and I'm looking at him like, oh yeah, John's pretty on the money with this. They're all going, this is the guy that we have out front. Like, he needs to go. His own party that championed him for what? He's been in office, what, 30, 40 years?
That's a long time. They all die in office.
But I mean, he was there like Biden, you know, there forever. And they're all looking at him and like, we're never going to win if this is the guy who's our voice piece. We're never going to win if we're taking Bernie Sanders, you know, voice clips as gospel for all of this stuff here. It's like, we need to get these people out of here. And this is coming from people on their own side saying this. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess there really is a problem here. We've seen it happen, but yeah, Chuck Schumer's embarrassing.
Age and term limits, like, just solve the problem that way.
Yes, please do. We don't need to continue the news clip with that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. I'm not a big fan of the FCC, having dealt with it personally many times in my career, and seeing it happen to Howard when the Janet Jackson Super Bowl thing went off, or just even through the 90s when Howard kept getting fined for not, like, what would be considered nothing nowadays.
I know.
Right. And how the FCC would involve, like, they used to go after radio all the time in the 90s and the early 2000s. And then all of a sudden it kind of went away. Remember that one asshole that was running the FCC? I think he might have been an Obama appointment. He was the guy that had the super giant, like, Reese's peanut butter coffee mug.
Oh God. Yeah.
He was the guy that was getting rid of net neutrality. I forgot his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, that guy was a Trump appointee.
Oh, he was a Trump appointee?
Yeah, he was in the last term.
Okay, that guy was.
I remember. Yeah,
that guy was retarded. Like, he had no idea what he was saying. He walked around with those giant novelty mugs, like this was going to be his gimmick. And then you're like, this guy is going to ruin everything. And since then, everybody. I mean, I can't tell you every name of people appointed by whatever administration running the FCC. Right. But the FCC has always been a fucking buffoon of a government office. I think my entire career.
Yeah.
No matter who was in power, the FCC just had no fucking idea about how things were really running. They let monopolies happen. They let SiriusXM merge into one company. They let Microsoft get away with a lot of shit. They let you're sitting there and going, they don't know. And it's all like, well, can you cut a big enough check? Then we'll work our way around this here. But God forbid you're on the radio and, you let the word shit slip on a Foo Fighters song. Then you're getting, $30,000 fine to a radio station in Podunk, Iowa, because they played the CD version instead of the radio edit. That kind of nonsense. So I've never trusted the FCC. I never understood their mindset when you know what they're supposed to be there for, and they never took responsibility for remember in the 90s, Howard would get the religious nuts like out of Florida or in the South or something. They were writing, for Christian coalitions, flooding the FCC with postcards. That's how antiquated that system was, to try to get Howard kicked off a market that he just came in there about terrible. And here they are again. We hadn't heard from them in I think in a decade, other than that asshole with the giant fucking coffee cup, but they didn't really do anything. Now all of a sudden they're sticking their nose in this shit again. Oh, because it's a payday for FCC approval for mergers of things that could also be considered almost growing into monopolies. Because these mergers of companies now, we have 6 studios that run everything right now. And over time, Paramount's trying to get Warner Brothers. So then we'll be down to 5, and then it's going to build out. I'm sure Disney's probably looking at Sony.
I was going to say Sony or something like that. It was probably going to get absorbed by one of these. The guy you were thinking of, Jared, is saying Ajit Pai.
Yes.
Chris also said Ajit Pai. So yeah, that's the other brown gentleman in the Republican Party that he had a big mouth. Like his mouth was huge. And then the current FBI guy, his eyes are big. And so I just want to merge the two and just think of some kind of Mon Calamari from Star Wars.
His name is Patel?
Yeah, something like that.
Like that. That's his first and last name, Patel.
Yeah, Patel.
The director of the FBI.
He just keeps coming in and goes, show me your boobs.
All right, we got to do that now.
Please do it.
I wasn't thinking that way at the moment, but all right.
You're like, sir, could you tell us more about the FBI?
Yeah, here's the whole... Wait, is that the right thing? Do I have the right one up here?
I don't know.
No, I don't. There it is. Yeah, he's getting screamed at Cory Booker. He's like, your response, sir.
Send me. I want to see your boobs. I want to see.
Sir, how are you? You are the worst government director that has ever been appointed to the head of the FBI or any kind of law enforcement office. What do you have to say for yourself?
I want to see your boobs. Send me.
All right, we're gonna have to dismiss this here, Mr. Patel. You need to leave.
Boobs.
All right, and then it cuts off to the C-SPAN logo. But anyway, that guy always looks like he's like somebody's. Like he's surprised all the time. Like he just saw something horrific as he walked in from the other door.
That's
like
why
what happened?
That we saw something really horrific as a child, and it just stuck with him the whole time.
What were you? What was going on in that room? Nothing. Why? No, something happened. You look like you're shocked. What happened?
There's nothing. Have you seen the names on the list? No,
I have no idea what's going on. Woodpit, he looked like an Indian baked. That's funny.
That's the name of the show.
I was just gonna say we don't have
Indian
a
baked Alaska.
Yet. All right, see what other chats are there while I write this down.
It's so bad. All right, let's see. Cash Patel is this guy's name. Let's see. We got.
I like calling him Patel.
Yeah,
that's better.
Let's see. We got Schumer's been in New York politics since 1974.
The year before Chris was born. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's crazy. It's like when we were talking about, with the Pope passing, how, we grew up, we just had a Pope. And kids nowadays have 5 popes now. Like they're just
well, we have an American Pope, which is bullshit because we got an American Pope. He was born in Chicago, but he spent the majority of his life in Peru.
Yeah.
He's not American. It's like when you say, "Oh, I'm Italian." Really? Is your family from Italy? Yeah. How long ago? 5 generations ago. So you're an American. No, I'm a full-blooded Italian. No, you're not. You're from Italian lineage, but you're not Italian. You're an American. That guy has American lineage, but he's Peruvian. Well, whatever. What saying Baked Alaska is an internet I don't know who.
He is.
He is? Gamer?
No. I forget what he would use. Says here he's a dessert. No, that's not him. I forget what he does.
All it looks like is somebody flipped and slipped and dropped the cake on the floor and then just served it that way, but it's delicious.
I'm trying to think of what he was more famous for.
Is he a political guy? Conspiracy guy?
He's an influencer.
Oh, okay. So he's doing TikTok videos and stuff?
He's a far-right influencer, gained notoriety through his advocacy on behalf of the alt-right and white supremacist ideology.
Oh, geez. That's not exactly what I was thinking, but okay.
That's not at all what I want.
He's a far-right conservative gamer. It's like, what?
He's a white supremacist dessert and he's delicious. Shut up.
Yeah, he's sitting there playing No Man's Sky. He's building all kinds of luxury spaceships while he's just telling you horrible atrocities that didn't happen in human history. Although, you know what? I might kind of watch that guy if that's the guy there. He's like building the Millennium Falcon in the new update for No Man's Sky, and he's just telling you about the Armenian genocide was really just, a conspiracy theory, and you're like, what? Wait. Oh, okay. I see why he has 300 million subscribers. I get it, but still, I'm not donating bits to this guy.
I just bought a new.
But I will watch his shorts on YouTube. Oh my god!
It's an alt-right cooking show.
Yeah, he's just doing regular things influencers do, and he's doing the dances, whatever, but he's just doing his rigmarole, his spewing his rhetoric about horrible things. The Jews run all the global banks, and he's just sitting there and he's showing you how to make, the Nashville hot chicken on his new fucking grill outside.
Why don't we have more alt-right cooking shows? Like, that's a market that they just don't go into.
Look, if there was a channel of just alt-right extremists doing, there you go, Giddles, the White Flower Hour.
Did I ever send you that?
All right, that might be a show title too. Go ahead.
I found a picture that I'm not going to share, obviously, on here because I don't want to get canceled. Of the Pillsbury Doughboy dressed as like a World War II Nazi, and he's doing the symbol, and he says "white flower," and it made me laugh so hard.
Oh my god!
The internet sometimes.
Wait a minute, Woodpit saying that's actually not far off what he. Wait, he's doing that shit. I've never seen this guy, but he's doing what we just were making fun of.
I don't know, but now I do need an alt-right.
All right, if you send me his Twitch account, if he's doing like extremist discussions while building spaceships on Twitch, I'm going to give the guy a follow. I need to see this.
Apparently, Chris has seen this. Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. The White Flower Doughboy is fucking. All right, so people know. All right,
I'll text it to you right now. I want to see your reaction.
Sean, my friend, sorry to ruin. Sean got mad at me on Twitter because he was priding himself on having a streak that nobody likes or responds to any of his posts. And I liked it and said, sorry to ruin your streak.
I saw what you said that. Just like, well, and that's a fun bit to do because you said that the other day. Can you posted something on Instagram, like one of those little statuses that said, can someone comment? And I was like, no. Well, fair enough.
Oh yeah, I can say that. But Sean, thank you for stopping in, my friend. That's good to see you. I appreciate that here. We had a super chat. I didn't even see that in there. Oh, it's from Chris. $5. Here's $5 for Sinclair to keep Kimmel off the air and replace it with this show, Late Night with Eric and Jordan. Like Eric needs another show to prep. No, I'd need another show to prep that's paying me to do all of that. I can't do this. And who are these podcasts? And I don't do Anthony stuff anymore, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of shit to do. All right. We can move on from that. Let's what is it? Add levity or break the levity? What's the right term?
I don't know.
Let's do something different that's not depressing and sad. Da-da-da. There's the production for it. All right. I have a lot of videos to show you. I have a lot of stuff. And I have none of it loaded because we were just on a roll doing some of this stuff here. But I'm going to load one while I load the rest here. I saw this recently on our pals Garrett and Steve. Go support them on YouTube. Garrett and Steve, aptly named. I happened to just join in their show. I forgot what I was laying on the floor while trying to get my kid to sleep. So while she's sleeping, I have my headphones on and I'm watching stuff on YouTube, and they happen to be live. And they were watching this clip, and I just started laughing my ass off. And then I had to rewind their show to go back to see why they were playing this clip. Mm-hmm. So they found a clip of this kid. Now, the problem is nobody can find the source of this. It's out there. But this podcast that these kids are allegedly a part of, no one's finding the podcast. They don't know where this actual podcast comes from. But it's two white kids. One has a blown out fade and the other one's in a do-rag.
Please tell me they're white.
This seems like something. It seems like a Tim and Eric bit.
Right.
This could be the whitest kids you know. Giddles, if you're in there, what's the show that we used to watch where it had the black kid? He would go, "That's racist."
Wonder Show's in.
Yes, is that where it's like kids on the street? Kids on the
beats
street,
on the kid. Yeah, beats on the yeah.
That all right. So it seems like that, right? So I'm like, it's got to be something along those lines, but I can't find the origin of this. And I went to TikTok, and I was looking on the videos too, and people are in the comments like, "Where is this podcast? We can't find where this podcast is from." Now, if somebody just shot this and just posted it somewhere and let it be, it's brilliant. If it's from an actual podcast, that's also brilliant because I want to watch and subscribe to this podcast. If this is just some random clip somebody made, that blows my mind, the creative genius of this. Jordan, I want you to take a look at this. They're going to be talking about rap music.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
I heard you went to a Jelly Roll and Post Malone concert.
Yeah.
Was it fire?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Later this year in October, I'm going to an Ice Cube concert. Let's go! Yeah, and Ice Cube's fire. He's a fire rapper, fire guy.
Why was that so awkward?
No, there's a lot going on.
That's the Chuck Schumer please clap moment.
All right, one is
fire. Let's go, and no one's
talking to this kid.
Reacting.
Look at look at his hair. Look, there's some black people that don't need to be wearing this. They do it. It's a cultural thing. I understand, but they don't need it. There are other people who wear it and make a good look of it. So like you fully get, there is no need for a white kid to wear this ever. But there he is. He's wearing this. His friend. I want to show you his friend.
Heard you went to a Jelly Roll and Post Malone concert.
Yeah.
Look at this. His head looks like the hedgehog that's outside your door that you wipe your boots on. A do-rag, yes.
Yeah, but for the white kid, it's the Mountain Dew rag.
God damn, that could be a show title too. Mountain Dew rag. Yeah, look at this kid's head. It's like a chia pet.
Fire?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Later
this is when people are using generational terms.
Oh, it's fire.
And they're not using it the right way. Now, granted, that's a term. I don't even know if fire is a term for this little kid because this kid's got to be what, 12?
Yeah, he's my
10 to 12.
A little younger than my daughter, probably. Yeah.
Fire was, I think, what, a millennial thing? Maybe. And that leaked into Gen Z. They're not Gen Z. I don't know what their generation's called. But he's like, oh, yeah, it was fire. That's white people
Gen
trying
Alpha,
to sound cool.
The new ones.
It's like, that's a dope show. I like that show. That's really dope. I enjoy that show on NBC. It's fire. Like, it sounds that pathetic and sad.
You sound like when Dave Chappelle does the white guy voice.
Oh, yeah. Because it is the white guy voice.
Yeah, it's the white guy voice.
It's essentially that.
I get it.
All right.
You don't have enough bass.
Tom saying generation fucked. I can't put that as an Apple title.
October, I'm going to an Ice Cube concert. Let's go!
All right, that
awkward.
That made me laugh because they're obviously renting studio space or somebody has this isn't in a room somewhere. This is a studio somewhere that have this setup that they're renting. And he goes, I'm going to an Ice Cube. Let's go. There's nobody there to rally along with them. It's not like there's a bunch of them doing this podcast. You hear the emptiness. He stops clapping and you still hear the split second of the clap echoing through this empty studio that he's in. One, Ice Cube is not his generation at all. So how does he even know Ice Cube, right? Two, the other kids aren't cheering because they don't know Ice Cube. And he's sitting there, all right, I got to switch gears. And now he's got to save his street cred by saying this.
Yeah, and Ice Cube's fire. He's a fire rapper, fire guy.
A fire rapper, a fire guy.
He's pulling on that do-rag because the cultural appropriation is itching his head.
This is enough to turn Ice Cube back from claims adjuster, Minecraft claims adjuster to going back to Boys in the Hood Ice Cube and taking this out.
Oh, so funny.
But I had to show you that. I had to show you that. It was so ridiculous. So while sitting there, I come across another video, and what it reminded me of is one of our favorite clips here.
Homie, you're going to be getting all the BGs.
I'm seeing this clip and I go, oh my God, is this the guy? Not the guy that was doing the voice, but is this the embodiment of this clip?
Homie, you're going to be getting all the BGs.
That guy? If you remember that video where he's giving them all the fades and the different mustaches and he's commenting on them, he's like the Offspring Holmes got to keep them separated, and he's like shaving the guy's eyebrows. Yeah, all of that stuff. So this guy's name is Chino. He's a barber in Texas, and I think he might be. I think he's in the. Hold on, I have his notes here. He's Houston's a big city, by the way. Yeah, it's sprawled out. So when you say you're from a city, that could be like, well, I'm still an hour away and I'm in Houston. But he's in the Houston area. He has a barber shop, and he has these videos that he puts out with these ridiculous looking kids coming in, and they look terrible. They have terrible personalities, and he's got to sit there and make these people look presentable to women or to just society in general.
Right.
It's a great gimmick. It's a great series. And I was like, this is brilliant. And he reminded me again of this.
Homie, you're going to be getting all the BGs.
Now, I pulled this because this is one of the rare instances where the same kid came back twice. And the second time, he's mad because the kid fucked up the hairdo that he did for him the first time. Okay. So I want to introduce you to Chino the Barber. Let's take a look.
I look very childish. She put this appointment for me. She wrote some notes down. Can you give me this?
She wants me to give you a middle part with a low taper fade?
Yeah.
Bro, no, that's the worst idea I've ever heard, bro. The middle part with a low taper fade is going to make you look chopped, bro. It's going to make your forehead look massive. You have a diamond face shape. Let me give you something else.
Are you going to leave me ugly? You know that you're not going to give me what I want. So can you please give me the 16 guard instead?
Bro, you want me to give you the 16 guard?
I've never seen a guard that big.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It's the biggest guard I've ever seen.
It looks like the attachment to vacuum your car.
Right.
So yeah, he said like 16 guard for
with that guard.
Yeah.
Bro, you want me to give you the 16 guard instead?
Yes, sir.
Bro.
No!
I need to give you a low taper fade with a textured fringe on the top. I need to give you a low taper fade with a textured fringe on top and a minor blowout in the back, bro.
The what?
That kid looks like he has one eyebrow in this picture.
Oh yeah, the kid looks horrific. He does have one.
It'll give you the glow up that you need, bro. I can make your jawline pop, and you're definitely gonna get this girl. You say you have a crush on this girl. How old are you, bro?
I'm 11.
11?
Yeah, she's 18.
If you get this girl that you...
Oh,
and you hear the fucking Law and Order.
The Law and Order. Oh no.
Are y'all gonna be tipping?
Padre, vas a propina?
Propina, mijo. It's already getting pretty good.
You ready for this haircut?
Fine.
All right, let's do it.
So the kid's got a terrible oily hair part. The unibrow, the thin, awkward mustache.
I was gonna say that kid's got a Gomez Adams.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is Gomez Adams, and these fucking awkward glasses. And now he cleans them up. Look, eyebrows separated. The hair looks layered. Kid looks good.
Yeah.
For what you could do with it.
I mean, it's not bad.
Right.
Not bad at all.
But this is a great gimmick that this guy has. He brings in ugly children. They look terrible. And then he shows you how I can make you look good, right?
All right, bro. Check it out, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it, bro?
It's crazy how much a haircut can really change somebody, though.
Yeah.
Got like $1 million from this.
You already got $1 million? I appreciate you, bro.
Kids.
I don't know what $1 million means.
It's just like, I don't know. It's the clout or the, it's hard to describe. My kids.
Is it the likes up thing on Reddit? Is that the aura?
Something like that. Or like it's what you're putting out in the world. It's your aura. I hate children.
Everyone's so extreme and superficial at the same time. I
just want to text my kid right now and just tell her off and not even explain why.
Just shut up in all capital letters. And she's like, I'm not even talking to you. What are you doing?
I want to do it. See what she says.
Well, the kid comes back for a second time. Let's take a look.
No. Let's do it again, bro.
What's up, guys?
What are we doing for the haircut, bro?
Oh, my girlfriend called. She wants me to get this. Oh, I'm sorry. She wants me to look like this guy.
Your girlfriend wants you to look like Marlon?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, bro. I'm not going to lie. The buzz cut like Marlon is not going to suit you, bro.
Yes, it is.
Your girlfriend booked his appointment.
By the way, I learned that that noise is the chirp.
I was gonna say he's not the right color barber for that.
No. But I learned what that noise is. It's the chirp of the African ceiling bird. So from now on, it's going to be called. Oh, it's the chirp of the African ceiling bird.
It's like that video we watched of that guy was selling a car to that dude, and he was like, "Yeah, I want this car," and the chirp kept happening. He's like, "What the fuck is that noise?"
I know, like the guy, the black guy didn't hear it, but the white guy did.
Yeah,
he's like, "What is that noise?" But anyway, one guess where I heard that terminology from.
Hey, what's up, man?
Of course, Tukey.
Coming with me for a reason. I'm the one that knows, bro. Buzz cut like Mario is gonna make you look extremely chopped, even more than you already are, and it's gonna make your forehead look massive, bro. It is not gonna suit you, brother.
You calling me ugly again?
Around me are familiar.
I can recommend you something good now that your girlfriend's definitely gonna like you.
I know. Metal pipe with the low taper fade.
That's another horrendous idea. A massive low taper fade on the side, will blow out in the back, and then we're gonna texturize your hair, giving you a textured fringe.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, bro, textured fringe, it'll cover your massive forehead. It'll make your girlfriend super happy with this haircut. She's gonna be all over you, brother.
I just wanted to be happiness. Sex.
You look really young for a girlfriend, bro. How old are you?
I was born in 2013 and she was born in 2007.
Huh? Bro, that means she's almost 18 years old.
Isn't that a loop?
No!
Anyway, all right, let's do this, bro. You ready?
Yeah.
So now his kid's got the new haircut again. He's got yeah. Oh my God! Look at that fucking mouth.
That's a terrible stop right there.
Yeah. No. Yes, I know the kid is acting too much this time. I understand, but overall, this guy's concept of doing
I like the idea, especially insulting children to their face.
Has really, because he has some videos of legit people coming in.
Yeah.
And they're driving, like, because again, Texas, 2 to 4 hours to come to this guy's barbershop because they saw it online for videos like this of him telling kids they're ugly and how terrible their ideas are and that he'll fix everything. And then they look like $1 million at the end. So good job for, let me give his thing at Chino _, on TikTok and on Instagram. So go give him a follow and tell him this.
Homie, you're going to be getting all the bean cheese.
There you go.
That's so funny.
All right. Moving on. What else do I have here for you? I got a bunch of other stuff. Oh, remember a while ago, did we talk about how the OnlyFans trend that we were documenting has evolved once again?
The one where they say that they're not experts for $5.
So they explain what the trend was that we initially were following.
These women were going around and basically saying, okay, like, here's a car. This is I'm a mechanic. I can teach you how to change the oil in this. Just kidding. I'm not a mechanic. I know nothing about cars, but for $5, I'll show you my. And then they cut the video off before they actually say it.
Right.
fact, our Cardiff, did us a nice little solid, and he did something similar.
Oh, he did. Do I still have? Did I blow that out, or do we have that? Oh, no, we still have it.
We still have it.
Okay, here's Cardiff's.
Hi, I'm Internet Potato Cardiff Electric. Actually, my name's not Cardiff Electric, and I'm not a potato. But for $7.99 a month, you could see my asshole.
Like that. So
his is much better.
Much better. So anyway, we saw this trend happening over and over, and it was all OnlyFans girls doing that because you can't really show stuff on TikTok and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think Instagram's getting lax because now I'm getting paid ads.
Yeah.
Showing up in between Instagram stories of women just kind of like looking like they're about to take their clothes off or they're doing something seductive. And then it's like, click here for whatever. And it's the links that take you to the page that's hidden so it doesn't get blocked, that has all their links, you know how all that shit goes. But they're paid ads now. Like Meta is allowing these as paid ads instead of, being posts or reels. Now it's just showing up everywhere.
They're bad.
They are bad. So anyway, we saw the trend going, and then it went from there, and then it was something else. They were doing I forgot where it would evolve to, but now it's evolved again. Take a look at this.
People always ask me, Jeremy, how do you know how to change a spare tire? And I've got to be honest with you. My name's not Jeremy, it's Roger, and I'm not changing this tire. I'm slashing it because my coworker doesn't know how to watch her mouth.
That I can get behind.
Right?
Oh, that's good.
So if that starts becoming the new trend of people just like, yes, Chris, he's stealing it. Both the trend and probably, I know what you're getting.
And for you listeners at home, the guy was white.
He was white. All right. Moving on from there. What else do I have to show you here? Oh, I have this. I can show you. I have a lot of video game stuff we need to talk about. I know when we lost people with the wrestling talk, we'll definitely get them back with the video game talk. But first, I want to show you this.
Thriller. Time of the season. I was not expecting that. That I did not expect. I watched that on a loop for an hour.
I watched that and I said, "Oh, Jordan's going to love that." Well, we're going to mute it now so that the music doesn't get. But you know what it is? It's Thriller that we're watching here, and they're doing the Thriller dance. And in the middle, where the characters doing the solo shots, turning around, Joe Hendry just shows up. They didn't even say his name at this point, but Joe Hendry just appeared. Yeah.
So good.
So I thought you would definitely like that.
That's a fun bit. I love just Joe Hendry.
He's the best. Again, just like Fandango back in the day. Fandango. I don't care if he ever wrestles. As long as he just keeps doing the gimmick, he never needs to wrestle, and he'll be over in a big
once.
Now, I play that Michael Jackson clip to show you another Michael Jackson clip. Were you aware that there is a Michael Jackson horror video game?
No.
So there's a Michael Jackson horror video game. And one of the guys that I love following is a guy, older, bearded, hefty guy, who
I'm right here
does a lot of jump scare games and freaks the fuck out.
I love those videos.
So the guy's name is King Woolz, KingWoolz, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, all of that stuff here. He's playing, he goes and he buys a lot of those low dollar games that are available on Steam. Sometimes those bundles that come with a bunch of shit games, and he plays all that stuff. He found a Michael Jackson horror game. Let's take a look.
Mr. Jackson?
That's horrifying.
I don't like that. I mean, what do I do? What do I do against that? Do I just run towards it? Where are my Fortnite people at? I know some of y'all still play. Excuse me? Guys, now I'm nervous. Hello?
right, for the radio audience, it's Michael Jackson, but it's a skeleton or a zombie
Like
version of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, deformed version.
The long hair, the hat, the glove, the leather jacket, the leather pants, the trademark Michael Jackson loafers, shoes that he would dance in. He just walks into the room and the thing is just standing there and just starts dancing, making all his noises, and he doesn't know what to do. So we'll continue here.
Chad. Oh, he's getting closer to me.
There was the jump scare for it, right?
I like how it gets
closer to me.
And you got to imagine he's wearing his headphones, so like it's loud in his headphones. That was probably horrifying.
I'm actually not playing. I'm not playing this game, bro. Okay. Oh, we're in his bedroom. Finally. This is definitely the master. What is this?
Why does he have sauce for hands?
I don't know. Now there's like a dozen of them dancing at him.
That's the GameCube sound.
What?
I'm like, I think I want to play the Michael Jackson horror game now.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know what the point to the game is other than you're walking around a house and haunted Michael Jackson is coming around to take you out, apparently. But I do enjoy a good jump scare game. Now,
must be horrifying.
Speaking of video games, we're going to continue on with this. What did Giddle say? Oh, do you play as a child?
It's probably what
child, a grown man. Everybody is welcome to be attacked by Michael Jackson here. All right. I want to show you. Where is this? So there's a new helicopter game for one of the VR systems. It's called Forefront.
Okay.
So it's like a first-person wartime shooter game, but you can do stuff with tanks and helicopters and what have you. So this guy has a channel called 15-Second Reviews, and he just goes and he trolls people for clips for, on video games to use for his content. So in this thing here, he's doing VR and he's offering a helicopter to the opposing team. Let's take a look.
Helicopter, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Hey, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Listen. Take this helicopter, take the helicopter, take the helicopter, take the helicopter. It's free. Take the helicopter. It's free. Take the helicopter. Don't kill me. Ah, damn. Wait, tell him not to shoot. Tell him not to shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hey, listen. Can you hear me? Can you talk? Can you talk?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm going to bring you our helicopter so you can have...
Now, he's running over this hill to talk to the opposing team. He's got nothing in his hands. You see his hands waving up. This is all VR.
Yeah.
It's not controller stuff. So you can see what he's doing, and he's trying to talk to this guy.
Two helicopters. Don't shoot me, though.
No,
Tell the rest of your team.
I kind of want to take you prisoner, bro. I don't know about the helicopter. We have one helicopter. It's fine.
I'll trade you my life for a helicopter.
No, I wanna
Ask them. Ask them. Hey.
No.
Hey. Hey, I'm gonna bring you a helicopter as a gift.
Of course, it's always kids.
Oh my God, these kids sound like they're 5.
Okay, for the two of you, and then you
we
can.
don't need a helicopter.
Well, I'm gonna bring it to you anyway.
Thank you, but we don't need one. No, you're my
At least
prisoner.
he's polite.
We have to have some leverage in case they try to kill us.
But the leverage will
it's
be the
only you and your
helicopter.
friend. You know what? Bring us a helicopter if you
Okay, I'll bring you a helicopter. Shoot me, and I'll bring it. You know what? Just stay here. I'll be back.
So he's going to his base, I guess, to get the helicopter. He's throwing remote explosives into the propeller that's hidden. I guess it glitches
I already like where this is going.
Yeah, so they don't know that the explosives are already in the helicopter.
But
He's loaded this up.
Are you my friend?
To them.
Yeah, these are my friends. All right, boys. Here's your gift. Here's your gift.
What you doing?
It's him.
Go for it.
You got your
Take the helicopter. Take the helicopter and leave.
All right,
Take the helicopter and leave.
Is this a business transaction?
It
sir?
is a
Shake the
business
hand.
transaction. Take the helicopter and
Nice.
leave.
Trying to
Leave me
shake hands
alone.
virtually.
Shake my hand.
Give
Shake
me
my
some.
hand.
They're not falling for it, man.
Bye-bye.
They're totally not
Yo, let
falling
me
for
get
it.
in.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, see you later, boys. Godspeed.
All right, now for the radio audience, the opposing team agreed, and now they're all in the helicopter and they're flying off, and the guy who gave it to them is just standing there, kind of waving goodbye, like the end of MASH.
Oh my God.
We lost C. I'm heading to E.
Finally, Jesus Christ. Okay, all right, I'm playing for real now.
Love that.
No, but here's the thing. He's been trying. I had to edit this clip down because he's trying forever to convince these kids to take this thing. So when they finally take it, he's like, finally.
Oh my God.
We lost C. I'm heading to E.
He blows it up. The helicopter explodes. The kids go flying out of the helicopter. You see their charred bodies just falling to the ground.
Finally, Jesus Christ. Okay, all right, I'm playing for real now.
Now,
see, these kids are not veterans of any video game war whatsoever.
No, but either one of their other team members or one didn't fully die falling out of the helicopter. He goes, finally, I'm going to play real now. And they shot him. So he did all of that, and he still died at the very end.
Because even Chris says right here, oldest trick in the Battlefield book.
Yeah.
We used to load Jeeps up. Like we would throw the Semtex or whatever on there. We would drive the Jeep, and then you can like bail out, and the Jeep would keep running.
Right.
And it goes right into the middle of a group of people, and then you just light that thing up. The helicopter bit's funny, especially since it took him forever to like actually like convince him. I love that. That's so fun.
So I figured you would.
I love that.
All right, more video game talk here. Our old pal Dan Soder has a very popular podcast.
All right.
He has Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 on his show.
Random.
And they start talking about video games. And I feel some vindication here. The video game that they're talking about that they enjoy is a game I've mentioned time to time that I enjoy playing, and people look at me like, you waste your time with that game. Take a look at this.
Dude, okay, here's the deal. People will try to shit on this. My buddy Dez plays it, and he'll be like, hold on, I got to finish power washing this helicopter. And I was like, what do you mean?
I did the helicopter.
Yeah, and he's like, you got to get, and then he shows me the video, and you're like,
you're in it, and you're in it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's got this little hum, and I'm just washing away my problems.
They go, and now the newest game, strawberry pickings. It hurts my lower back, but I find it.
My wife is like, our fucking deck could use some power washing.
Dude, I get that. I would be
step
furious.
outside
Can
right
you
now.
please do it in real life so we live in a cleaner place?
I love Power Wash Simulator.
They enjoy the Power Wash Simulator just like us.
They just Nintendo just announced they're putting Power Wash Simulator 2 on the Switch 2. And I'm like,
they are.
So now I can keep my power washing mobile. So I'm going to be getting Power Wash Simulator for the Switch
while you drive.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Let's see. I have more video games.
It's why I like the Crime Scene Cleaner. Like that one was super fun.
The Crime Scene one is fun. The what is it called? Cash Cleaner?
Yeah, you were telling me about that. You're a money launderer.
People bring money to you to literally launder, and then you have to launder it in the business sense to make it legit money into bank accounts. So you're getting stacks of gold and coins and money that have bodily fluids all over them, and you have a lab built into your place. Like you wake up out of your cot and you're there in your little room where you got to clean this money so that it can't be traced. It's got the dye pack explosions from like a bank robbery or blood or something on there. You got to clean it and then launder it through there.
Yeah, no, I love these kinds of games because you can just zone out and play them. Like I like the lawnmower simulator.
Right.
Where I was just like running around and I set
living
up
your
my
best
own
Hank Hill life.
Well, I set up my own company, and there was just I think I've said this before, where there's this company around here called Gold Metal, and they do people's lawns and stuff like that. So I changed mine to Gould Metal, like teal'c.
Right.
And I was just like mowing lawns. Like you just get on your little thing and you just mow lawns.
I enjoy a good Stargate reference.
It's just so fun. But yeah, I love that stuff. And I still have Shark Dentist on my wish list.
Not out yet, though, right?
No, but I want them to release it. I want to pull some teeth.
It's coming soon.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. What is going on here? Girk sent me a message. when you're off, come over and play SOD. Or he's sending me. I'll if you're watching, Kirk, I'll do it. But he's sending me video game invites while we're doing the show.
Hey man, I know you're doing the show and it's busy and you get paid to do this.
We need you, man. It's only 3 people on a galleon. We need a 4th. I can't run this big boat all by myself.
We need a guy who can do a sniper. We got to get him on here.
All right, more video game stuff here for you. This is a video about video game casualties in a way that you probably haven't thought of before.
The top 5 messed up things you did in video games as a kid. Number 5, you threw this baby innocent penguin off the cliff for no reason.
Did.
Number 4, you went to the Duke Nukem strip club. You're only 10 years old. You should not be in here. Number 3, you shot all the scientists that were surrendering for fun. Number 2, you took the ladder away from all your Sims so that they would drown in the pool.
That's me.
And then coming in at number 1 is killing your guests on roller coasters and Roller Coaster Tycoon.
100%.
I especially admire what this guy is doing. He's got the track launching off into the crowd below from mass casualties. He's a real sicko.
100%.
Right?
Every one of those things I've done.
I was like, okay. Number 2, I'm like, as the kids say, I feel seen. That was me.
I do that. I do that to this day. Like we'll be playing Overwatch, me and the kids, and there's this level where you're in, like you're waiting to go out and kill people. It's in Antarctica, and depending on which side you spawn in, there's penguins. You can't kill them, but I'll go up with my gun and I'll just start putting bullets into these penguins. And my kids are like, "Knock it off!" I'm like, "No, they must die." We still do it. Just
there was a game.
Ways to do it.
There was a game. I didn't own it. Somebody I knew owned it. It was a PC game called Lemmings.
I love Lemmings. Yeah,
it was on somebody's.
I think it was a Sierra game, maybe.
It was on somebody's computer. It might have been a school. You know how some like the computers in your school library had video games on there that weren't supposed to have video games.
We all played Oregon Trail.
That or what was the other game?
I used to play Marathon, which was an old Bungie game that they're trying to reboot. But we used to play.
Monkey Island was on one of those school computers.
Yeah, I love Monkey Island.
But no, the Lemmings, it was on somebody's. I never owned it, but I played it on somebody's computer. And the point of Lemmings is that there's lemmings, and lemmings will just follow the group whether it's safe or not, and they'll kill themselves. So you got to protect the lemmings from falling off a cliff or dropping down a hole or something that would kill them, and you'd have to remake the map so that you could save as many of the lemmings as possible. And all I would ever do was just carve an incline or decline from that height so that all the lemmings just would fall to their death and be done. I never got past like the first level. I was just making holes and letting them fall in pits, fall off the cliffs. Sometimes you could even push them.
I played it.
Drown. You could do all of that stuff. See, yeah, everybody in the chat. Chris remembers. I love Lemmings.
We used to play it on.
Lemmings was awesome.
Super Nintendo had it.
Okay. Yeah, I played it on the.
Well, they had the PC versions, but yeah, those were the types of games that they put out there like that, and Lost Vikings, and yeah, those are the kinds of games they put on there. But yeah, I love that. I don't think I ever got really far.
Lost Vikings. Do we do more video games or do we do the jet? Maybe I'll save the video game stuff for next week.
Okay.
That's enough video game stuff for there. I'm going to show you a couple other things before we got to take a break, and then we got to do segment 2. Remember, last week we were watching. For a while, we've been documenting those Jet 2 videos that were trending on TikTok and on Instagram. I think mostly TikTok. And it was just it was nothing special. It was just some kind of commercial clip that they took, and they would post it over ridiculous or horrific things that would happen. And you would hear that "Let Me Hold Your Hand" song. And then the British lady would come on telling you about how to book a trip for a family of 4 cost effectively with Jet 2.
Jet 2 holiday.
Well, remember last week, I'll probably have to bring that video up in here too. Remember last week, we thought we had the end of the trend. Like this was the video that I have here that destroyed it and it was going to be done. So let me show you that again. This was the ending to that trend for the Jet 2 holiday thing on social media.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's how we all felt. We agree with her. Well, I'm going to make an amendment and give a supplemental entry for all of this because it's one of our favorite cosplayers.
I've seen a few more videos of hers pop up into my feed and it makes me happy.
She always makes me happy. She's on German time. So if you're up at 6 in the morning, that's pretty much when she's the busiest. 4, 5, 6 in the morning on the East Coast because she's over there in the Europe. And she decided to take a crack at the Jet 2 holiday as well, and I'm going to allow it.
Nothing beats the Jet 2 holiday.
That one looked like it hurt.
She has the robotic dog from Black Mirror, the MIT experiment. Right. We need to watch it again because she's getting her. A lot of her videos of her trying to get cosplay stuff set together, and shit just falls on her all the time. We got to watch it again.
Nothing beats the Jet 2 holiday.
That looks like it hit hard.
And the dog jumps on top of the table or whatever that's on top of her and is pouncing up and down, like trying to squash her under it.
Oh, it's so funny.
She's the best. Look for Super Done. I think it's Super One is really how you pronounce it, but Super Done. Spell it that way on the social medias. Go and support her and tell her she knows of us now. I was hopping in her live chat on Twitch and telling her we've been playing her videos. So she's like, send me a link. And I sent her a link. I haven't heard back, but I'd love to get her on the show to talk about. It's like the fact that, yeah, you do the cosplay. Yeah, you do the OnlyFans stuff, but none of them purposely injure themselves to promote the way that she does. So she makes so much money off this stuff, by the way. She just bought a $30,000 Android. It's got a face. It walks around. It talks.
I don't like that.
30 grand. Yeah, it's already punching her in the face or in the sternum and knocking things out. Like she's spending all of her money to find ways to just punish herself in the best way possible. So we take a hand off to her. Good on her. Was there anything else that we needed to get to here? Oh, yeah, I'll show you one more thing. And then we'll move on to segment 2. If you're in the room here, hit like, hit subscribe, help us out. We do appreciate your patronage to this show. All right, here's the last video I want to show you. Jordan, you're a big Godzilla fan.
I do love Godzilla.
I am also a big Godzilla fan.
I almost went and saw Shin Godzilla like 2 weeks ago.
Over there somewhere, if you can see him, is my big Funko Godzilla.
I was going to say, I don't think I have anything Godzilla in this room. But
and
yes.
He's not in camera. But
there's actually...
are the NECA Godzillas that I had.
Yeah, there's a rumor that there's going to be a Lego Godzilla set coming. And I'm kind of excited about that. So that'll be fun.
Well, somebody I found online likes to do start-stop animation with Godzilla figures.
Ooh, I like that.
Take a look at this.
It'll reach to the 10th floor and step on it.
Hey, you better bolt that door in case our adversaries come back.
Good idea. Adversaries?
Yeah.
Since when did you get so smart?
Oh, I've been smart all the time, only you didn't know it. Say, when I come back, I'll give you the password.
Brilliant. What'll it be?
Open the door.
I love the Three Stooges, and I love it even more when it's Godzilla slapping another Godzilla.
Right?
That's really good.
So I was going to test the waters here with you. He's got a series of these things.
Oh, I love it.
So I'll have to start bringing them to the show of him doing Godzilla, as the Three Stooges. I think there's a Marx Brothers one in there. Him doing some Monty Python stuff. Like there's a whole bunch of these things. So we will bring them to the show.
Love that.
Over time. Did we get to everything else that we needed to today? But yeah, that's good enough for now. We got to do a round 3. I've had people asking if we were going to do a round 3 of the haunted video games.
Okay.
Remember the horror, creepy video games where they give you the scenario and the rules that don't make any sense, and they go, "Good luck," and then you're supposed to figure out how to. like the one where it's like, if the fryer machine turns on, do not start mopping, or I forgot what it was. Do not look into the hose that connects to the fryer.
Yeah, or like the
ice cream machine.
Ice cream machine. Yeah.
It's like, this McDonald's is between one abandoned highway and another abandoned highway. It's like, why is it here? If this car shows up and the lights do not turn off, run to the office, turn off all the power, and do not leave until your shift is over in the morning. It's like, wait, what is going on in this place? So we have a bunch more of those. So we're going to do a round 3 of the horror video games, probably for next week. Do we want to do segment 2? Is there a lot to do with segment 2?
We can skip it.
You sure?
Yeah, there's nothing crazy. I mean, did you watch anything cool? No, probably been a busy week.
No,
I haven't really done much. I, listened to a few new songs tonight. In fact, if you're out there listening and it's Thursday, I know you guys in the live chat, the Tron Ares soundtrack is officially out. I will be doing that.
Okay.
Night, Nine Inch Nails.
You're going to be performing it live?
I will be performing it live on Twitch. It's Eric Nagel.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, there's really not much. I mean, there's really not much coming out. Superman, Peacemaker, 28 years later. I mean, yeah, we can,
all right,
we can push it off to next week. And
let's do an abridged version there. We'll tell all the entertainment, because the big story right now is Jimmy Kimmel and the FCC.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what's going to
letting you know what's out this week for you to go and check. In theaters, Him. What is Him?
It's a Jordan Peele produced horror movie about a football player trying to make it big in the NFL.
Do you like the Jordan Peele horror movies?
I like the Jordan Peele horror movies that he does, but this is a produced by, so it's someone else that made it, and I'm not hearing great things about it.
I like the one where involving the mirror people. Was that Get Out? No, that
Get Out, where it was with the white people and the black people and the sunken space, or the sunken things like that. Oh no, you're thinking of yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about. It was Us.
Yes, the one with the mirror people.
That was a good one. That was a really good
one.
one
I enjoyed.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, so that's out in theaters this week. ESPN Plus Extra, the $30 ripoff thing. WWE's WrestlePalooza. It's a big deal for wrestling fans and I guess the sports world. So you can go check that out there. Over on Netflix, 28 Years Later is going to be available this weekend, so you can watch that. Over on HBO Max, Superman was available on video on demand to go into Peacemaker, but now you can watch it on the Max, if you want to call it that. And then, of course, episode 5, Peacemaker. Dude, real quick with Peacemaker, it is taking so long and it's done nothing.
Yeah, this last episode
I'm sitting there constantly waiting, and you know what last week's episode was?
I forget.
Hey, we moved the door to the cabin.
Oh yeah,
of the
that's
woods.
right.
So now the door is now in the cabin of the woods where horror shit can happen. So the door is there. That was the whole episode. It's like, hey, how is he going to get the door there? Oh, he just takes his little magnetic briefcase, drops it on the floor, and boom, there's the door.
That episode was so forgettable that until you started talking about it, I couldn't remember what the last week's episode was, because it had Rooker in it as some white dude who specifically only kills eagles, and he was like spirit walking, and I'm just like,
yeah. And no one called that appropriation for him being a what are those the Indian elders? What do they call them?
Shamans.
The shamans. He's like a shaman. They're storytellers. Those kind of elders for the Native American community. That kind of thing. He's doing that, but he's obviously white Michael Rooker, just wearing everything. I'm like, wow, no one complained about that.
Not one person. Well, because no one's caring.
Over on Disney Plus Hulu, Alien Earth episode 7.
Oh, I watched it yesterday. It's so fucking good.
I'm waiting for this show to be done so I can watch everything through. The Disney Pixar disaster Elio is going to be available, and then Futurama seasons 13. The first 2 episodes will be available there, and then The Home is available on video on demand. Next week, Megan 2.0 shows up on Peacock. It's Twisted Metal's out, right?
Season 2's been out for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I just realized I never watched it. Nobody's talking about it though.
No, that's weird.
Because the first season got some buzz, second season nothing. I'll have to go over there and watch that. Also in theaters next week, One Battle After Another, and the multi-billion-dollar box office Gabby's Dollhouse will be available.
The movie.
And then over on Netflix, Karate Kid Legends, which is just taking up space. You don't need that.
Yeah.
All right, we do need to get out of here. And of course, Jordan, it's plug time. And that means our nation's eyes turn to you.
You can catch me on Instagram, X, maybe Blue Sky. I don't know. YouTube at Jinx Ronan, Twitch Jinx Ronan.
Nobody's going to Blue Sky. Even the people that ran to Blue Sky are abandoning Blue Sky. I've seen so many posts of people saying, it's like, we just got settled here. I just reconnected with all these people. Like, do we have to leave again?
As if they crossed like the country and got dysentery. They just settled.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Where can we go to find a nice, normal, safe space? It's like, shut the fuck up. It's all.
Yeah.
It is what you make of it. Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway, Twitch at JinxRonan79. If you have a Amazon subscription, you'd like to support our show, go to Twitch at It's Eric Nagel. Use your subscription to get a free month of, Twitch Prime. Helps the show out, costs you nothing extra, and we'd appreciate it.
All right. Turning that off and flipping it over to me. Oh, why is it zoomed in like that?
Because it's all about you.
No, it's supposed to have the background and everything. I'll have to fix that. Another thing broken within this universe. If you want to find me and anything for the show, at It's Eric Nagel across the board on all social medias. If you're on the iHeartRadio app, do us a kindness, leave us, put us in the first position on the presets. If you're on Apple and Spotify, we do appreciate your patronage there. Go over there and leave us a positive review. It does help out the program. If you want to join us live each and every week as we do this show, YouTube and Twitch, all under It's Eric Nagel. Subscribe to one of them, both of them, all of them, and set the notifications in there, and you can join us every time that we're live. It also lets you know anytime we post the videos and content stuff up there that's not live, so it's there for your viewing pleasure. So the YouTube channel is definitely important. I think that is it. We got everything?
I believe that's everything. And for everyone in the chat that was actually concerned about this, I did text my daughter, shut up, and she just responded, no. So you're welcome.
All right. Until the next, everybody.
Be excellent to each other.
We'll be seeing you.
It's Eric Nagel.
I can't think of the finish. That's strange, and I can't think of anything else.
Alas, we're out of time. Follow It's Eric Nagel on social media platforms. For ways to watch and listen to the show, or join us for the live shows, head over to itsericnagel.com. Yo, and remember to tell 2 friends, so they can tell 2 friends, and they can tell 2 friends, they can tell 2 friends, they can tell 2 friends. You get the idea.
Keep it real, homies.